And what's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Scotty by Nation TV. Of course, we have Josiah's World TV and giving you the real tea. And we are officially back for Roast and Review. Okay, yes, indeed. We are back, and we are back talking about a show that we're happy to talk about.
Yes, indeed.
Because it's been a minute. I think the last time we did Roast and Review was probably back in January when we were covering that, God Awful Love and Melody Holt Huntsville. And so we're here now talking about, two groups that matter, people that actually matter. And how y'all feeling today?
Man, I'm excited.
I'm very excited. We always, when the three of us come together, it's always magic chat. What's wrong with you, T?
Cause this shit close to me. It's way too close to me. I had to pull the table away so that I could get my life together. But I'm excited, y'all. This was a really, 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 really good start
It
to a
was.
brand new show. Even though Escape and Candy and all of them had other shows and stuff like that, this one I was here for. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Sky Sisters, y'all mama is tired. Now I like y'all, okay, but your mama's is tired. She delayed and she threw, and I can't wait to get to that part.
Baby, I think we all can't wait till we get to that part because we all got a lot to say. I'm ready to drag her ass again, okay? Because I listened to Bondi's review earlier today when I was at work. She was dragging her ass too. So, yes, honey, I think we all got some stuff to say about that. Now, as we get into the review for this show, damn, we already got like 106 people in 3 minutes. God damn, that's a lot. y'all must have been waiting on us to come back, baby. Okay, y'all must have been waiting on us. But it's been a minute. But yeah. So we're gonna start this thing off with the history of well, they started the show off talking about the history of SWV and Xscape. But instead of talking about the history, being that the three of us are sitting here on this panel or whatever, talking about the show and talking about these two groups, are you guys in the same predicament as me when it comes down to these two groups? What I mean by that is I love them both equally. Like it's no I'm team SWV or I'm team Xscape. It's like for me, I'm team both. Am I the only one up in this group that feel that way?
Right.
Oh, I'm
No,
saying
yeah, I
both.
like
I
both of
grew
them.
up on SWB and I grew up on Escape. So it's like I love them both. I mean, no shade. I prefer SWV a little bit more than Escape. But
Mm-hmm.
that's only because they came out first. You understand? So I got familiar with them, their albums and their songs, but I love them both. I'm down for both groups, period.
Okay. Any favorite any top three favorite records by both groups? They don't have to be singles. They can be deep cuts as well. And it might be hard to name three.
Escape,
Let's
my
see.
favorite.
Yes.
Uh,
You ready to go? Okay, give T some time. Go ahead, Josiah.
Okay, Escape. Run into the arms who love you, okay? You just
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
run to
yeah,
the to the
yeah,
one
definitely.
in the arms that
You
love
got it all
you.
mixed up, child. It's the arms of the one who loves you, child.
Well, y'all know what I'm trying to say. I was never good at lyrics. Y'all know me
It was
personally, I
close.
suck at lyrics, but and then the softest place on earth, and then
Okay.
Yeah, Escape.
another one. Oh my God, what is it? The one that Candy leads. Uh,
It ain't just
the one that was
Candy.
no, the not that one.
My
The
little
one that was
secret.
all in black. No, not that one. No, feel so good. Feel
Oh,
so good.
wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
agree with JoJo for for Escape.
Okay.
Although the last one, I'm gonna have to give the whole anthem. My
My
little
little
secret.
secret.
Yes, because I'm a hoe in my heart, And when that song came out, I said, "Yes, God, bitch, I'm on each and every last one of
Did
y'all side. I
anybody
am."
I
see
lied.
what
No, it's Work Me Slowly. That's
for
my
Escape?
favorite
I
song.
love Work Me Slow,
Yeah.
baby.
I love
I
Work Me
So
Slow
you
love
too.
feel
that
so good
song.
with Work Me Slowly.
I
What looks
love
like
that.
you gotta work me
I love
slowly.
that song. Okay, for me, for Escape, number one is Do You Want To? Hands
Yes,
down,
I
Do You
love it.
Want To?
Yes,
Oh
That
yeah, that
is
yes.
was
my
an early fade. Uh-huh.
yes. I love Do You Listen. Do You Want To is my shit. Okay. Number two is Tonight.
Yep, I love that song
Love
too.
Tonight.
Mm.
Mhm.
And number three is So Hard, but I would say Understanding.
Okay, I mean eh, it's
And
okay.
yeah, I'm
It's
with
a good
JoJo. I
song, but it's not
Yeah,
my
I
preference.
love understanding. It's no shade, but
Wait,
when
wait, wait,
I
wait. Let me take
mix
that
it
back. Not
over the other
understanding.
one,
Not understanding. Let me
nah.
take that back. Not because y'all said it now. Let me make that clear. Let me take that back.
No, because we said it.
No, it's not because y'all said it, honey. I swear it ain't. I will replace understanding with who can I run to. That's what I would do.
Oh yes.
One thing about Escape, you cannot mention Escape without Who Can I Run To?
At
That
all.
ballad
Mm-mm.
alone, they showed. Listen, all of those girls sung their ass off on that song because they had to. They had to prove themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that alone, Who Can I Run To? You got to have that in there. I'm on your
You
side.
do.
Yes.
Okay, so SWV.
Well, Use Your Heart is
Okay,
my very
I'll go
first
first.
one
I
because
first one,
Taj
the first
did.
song I ever.
Okay.
Oh,
When Taj came out with her very first solo part, bitch, I was down. So we got to have Use Your Heart.
Just a second. I look
Okay.
at my
Look at my
watches
watches
die.
now.
If you
If
love
you love
me,
me,
pamper
pamper
me
me
like a
like a
child
child. Come on,
as
Scott.
we
As
lay.
we
I
lay,
close
I close
my eyes
my
and I
eyes and I
smile.
smile.
And your
And
real
you
love
love
purify.
purify. Come on, Taj. Period. That one right there outdid it for me. Just cause Taj. I was here for it.
Mm-hmm.
My second one would be right here, the human nature version.
I knew you was gonna.
Not the
Everybody say
original
human
version.
nature.
Yeah, not the original version, the human nature version.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that I love the most.
why y'all don't?
And weak, period.
Oh,
You
you can't
can't
say
say
nothing about
SWV
SWV
without
without
weak.
weak. You can't say nothing.
Mm-mm.
Okay, Josiah, what's your top three SWV songs?
Oh wait, before I get into mine, why nobody don't like the original version of right here?
I like the
I
original
love
version.
the original
I
version.
like it more than
But
the Michael Jackson version.
You do?
Yes.
but you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, JoJo. It was the Michael Jackson Human Nature version that got me off of SWV in the beginning. I didn't know anything about SWV until I heard that cut. And I was
Mm-hmm.
a looker. Okay. I was a looker and I didn't know nothing about SWV. But that song I loved. And it wasn't until about maybe 2 years after that that I realized that was SWV. And that's what got me off of them because of that song
Oh
and that
wow.
version.
So the first
Yeah.
song that I was introduced is "I'm So Into You," which is one of my favorite songs by them. "I'm So Into You," and then "You're the One," "You're the One," and then "Can We."
Okay. For me, it's You're the
Yes,
One.
can we?
Yes. For me, it's You're the One. I mean, SWV loves singing about being with somebody else's man.
Oh,
So
they some hoes.
yeah, so You're the One is my favorite. Number two is Weak, of course. And number three is so hard to choose. I'm kind of teeter-totting between Use Your Heart and Rain. It's between them two for my
Ooh,
third.
I forgot about Rain. That is my favorite song. So just rain down on me. Come on,
Yes.
Coco.
But if
Bitch.
I have to choose between Use Your Heart, I'd probably go with Use Your Heart, but I love Rain. Now,
I love
what
Rain.
do you guys think from SWV and Xscape. Hey Reggie.
Hey, Reggie.
SWV and Xscape. What are their most underrated songs? Because you know you got songs by both groups that everybody love. Like with Xscape, everybody loves Understanding. Everybody loves Just Kicking It. Everybody loves Who Can I Run To? With SWV, everybody loves The Right Here Human Nature. Everybody loves Weak. Everybody loves I'm So Into You. What song or songs by SWV and Xscape do you guys think are underrated or underappreciated? Because for me, for SWV, I feel like I'm the only one that likes that song they did with Puff Daddy after Release Some Tension album. And that's that Someone song. Like they
I
sample
love
Biggie.
someone.
I love that song, and
I
I feel
love
like no
someone.
one likes that song but me.
They don't. I don't think they like it because of Puffy. He was Puffy back then.
Yeah, but see,
I
even
don't think
Coco
they
hated the
like it
song.
because of
Coco
it.
hates the song too.
But why? That's one of my favorites off the Release Attention album because it wasn't much off
It
his album, No
because you
Limit.
know that album was awful. Okay.
It was. It wasn't much, but that was one of the ones that I love. Why does she like?
She said it was a half-ass song, so she sung it half-assed.
Ooh.
I couldn't tell.
I love that
I
song.
couldn't
I feel
tell.
like that's one of their underrated songs. And if you remember on the versus battle, they didn't even perform that one.
Yeah, they did, and I
They
wanted
didn't
them
even
to
perform
perform
that
that one.
one.
That was one of my favorites off that album.
Right. So I'm glad for someone mentioning the song by Escape. I Dreaming? Because that one is underrated too. I love Am I
That
Dreaming?
is my
I
shit.
didn't
Who
get
brought
that.
that up? Let me see.
I love Am I Dreaming. I love it.
I love that song. Come through, bougie. I love that song. I forgot about that one. That is my shit.
I love it. I love it. So now that we're talking about the history of SWV and Escape before we really get into the show, I feel like I even said this on my review. I said I would have if they could just get a tour with SWV, Escape. I would even put TLC in there. And I know Left Eye is no longer here, and I know that the group TLC is not the same without them. But I would still put them on.
That is why we best friends. Because I said the same thing. I said back in those times, it was SWV, Xscape, In Vogue, TLC, and for shits and giggles, you can add Destiny's Child.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see a review or a small little concert or a small little something with just those groups right there because in the 90s though when you talk about female R&B groups those was the ones that you talked about SWV, Xscape, Destiny's Churn and TLC unless you can name any other one.
Somebody said something about In Vogue in my chat yesterday, but I said no because if I see In Vogue, I want to see the actual original
The
members. I want
actual
to see all four. I don't want to see Rona. I don't care
but
about
why
her.
don't do Rona like that.
I don't want to
Look,
see her.
Rona had a bad rap because of all of that, but I like her. Like, why don't do her like that? That's the way people was doing Michelle from Destiny's Turn. Don't do her like that.
I
Spare
don't do
her out of the
Michelle
show.
like that. I don't want to hear.
Why?
I don't want to hear
See,
Rona. I don't want to hear Rona. I don't want to hear nobody singing "Don't Let Go" but Dawn. I don't want to hear her.
girl, fuck Don. Don was the reason why the group evaporated in the first place. Fuck Don. They
But
made it very clear
you
that
are
they don't
not
need
gonna
Don.
do Dawn like that. You are not gonna do
I
Dawn
do
like
like
that.
Don. I'm telling y'all right now, I do not like Don. Do not bring Don up around me. I don't
Why you
like
don't like Dawn?
because she the one that fucked up in Vogue and she fucked up Lucy
You
Pearl.
know
I
what?
ain't feeling
I give you that. I give you that. She did. I ain't even gonna fight with you on it. She did.
it. She had to learn the lesson what Coco is learning. Yeah, you can sing
I
boots,
mean,
but by yourself, not really. You need other folk around you. Don had to learn that lesson hard way.
I
I
just
don't
feel
know.
like Rona is. I just feel like that's not in vogue. I just don't. I just don't feel like that's not in vogue. I just. Mm-mm. But either way, I would love to see a tour like that with everybody getting top billing, but they would have to
Mhm.
find a good opening act though. And I cannot think of anybody right now that's out that would be a good opening act for SWV, Escape, or TLC. I'm trying to think, and I don't know who would be a good opening act for them.
702.
Try
I
somebody.
really wanna go.
Not 702.
I really
I'm
wanna
dead.
know.
That's 702.
Get
But
it
no,
together.
I would add 702 to the lineup, but not the opening. I would add 702 to lineup. I would.
They'll have to perform first though.
I agree.
Do you
They'll have
mean
to
I
perform
would
first.
add them and Change Your Faces. Yeah, I know y'all remember Change Your
Oh,
Faces.
do you mind if I stroke you up? Do you mind?
oh?
I
I
love
thought it
changing
was,
faces.
I
People
thought
be
that was
sleeping on
color
them.
me bad.
Huh?
I thought that was color me bad.
Child, call me bad, dear. I want to sex you up, child. That's a whole boy group, honey.
Oh.
Somebody said
somebody in here
total.
said totally.
Pam
You
too
right.
busy on her gospel tip, child. She ain't gonna perform.
Girl, bye. Ain't nobody buying none of Pam's shit. Pam gonna come back to Total. Because ain't nobody in the buying none of Pam's shit. She'll come back to Total. I'm on your side with Total. I am. I would love it for all of those groups, including groups like Profile and
Not
I Am Love.
profile.
Who is
Profile
profile?
Child.
They the ones with
Oh,
that song. You're nothing but a liar, a
A
cheater,
liar,
a
a
deceiver,
cheater,
heartbreaker, and
they
I
all
want.
they only had
but
one
you can
song.
lie.
What we gonna add them to the lineup for? For one song?
Them LSG. I know y'all know LSG.
Of course, of course. Levert, Gil,
I mean,
and who is S? Keith Sweat. Yes, I love them.
see,
You
when
said
I think of 90 groups, that's what I think about. And I feel like if y'all gonna do that, do it. I would love to see a concert where all of the 90s groups, top 90s groups that everybody loved that went down for child. I'm buying my ticket right now.
y'all
See,
see Jamar in the comments. You know it was really fun. I like the beat. He's so fucking stupid. Speaking of
No,
girl
you
groups,
need a Jagged Edge group. That's what we need. You know, that's my group.
I love Jagged Edge.
Me too.
I love
I love
Jagged.
Jagged Edge. Okay. But what other girl? Okay, because I'm just having fun talking about girl groups before we really get into the show. Because we brought okay. The show is all about SWV and Xscape. We brought up TLC. We brought up Changing Faces. We brought up God. Who did we bring anybody else up? 702. Um, what about Jade? Those girls that song "Don't
Yes,
Walk
Can they
Away."
still sing? I don't
my
think they can
mom,
still sing.
my mama had they tape, bitch. We ain't have CD player back then. We had
I used to
tape
love
player.
Jade.
My mama had they tape, and I lived for Jay. I ain't got no issues with Jay.
Moke and Steph too. I know people
You
don't
know,
listen to shit from Moke and Steph, but he's mine. But I got the whole album, honey. And
Oh, they
listen.
can please. They can do a performance in a cafe and keep it moving. Child.
what
That
about Cut
one
Close?
song.
What about Cut Close? Would y'all add Cut Close
Oh,
for that?
that's my song.
He like cut close, honey. He
Look,
like cut close.
you can tell Scott I was listening to that song back to back in the car.
Sure was.
I like the way you tease me. I like the way. Let me stop. Okay.
What about Brownstone?
I listen.
Black gums and all.
Look, listen. Even though Nikki Gilbert was the problem, she was, and I love Nikki, but she was the
She
problem.
was definitely the problem.
But I love Brownstone.
If
Like
you love
Grapevine, Five
me,
Miles to Empty. Are you kidding me?
what? I can't tell you why. I heard it through the grapevine. What?
Please make a tour with all of the 90 females groups. I promise
I
y'all,
don't
I
know
would
now.
got
They
a
might fight.
They ain't gonna fight. What? They damn near 50. What the hell they fighting for?
Wait. Somebody brought up Janae. I like Janae.
I like Janae. I do like Janae.
Janae sung "Hey Mr. DJ" and
Yes,
A
I
groove
love
thing,
Janae.
right?
and Groove Thing and "Sending My Love." Like I like
Mm-hmm.
Janae. I like Janae.
Somebody mentioned Black. Black is more of like early 2000s, so I really wouldn't put them with the 90s.
Right. You
I
might as
Yeah.
love
well
Black,
put Broken
but would I
Promises
put
up
them with
there.
the 90s? No.
I saw somebody put 3LW up in there. That's why I didn't even say that. I'm like, baby,
Hell no.
no.
Said,
And
"Get
don't
us
get
out of here.
look,
Broken
I
Promises in the
love
book."
3LW. Their first album was my shit. I
I
love
didn't like their
3LW.
first album. I like
I
their second
did.
one.
You like a girl can act? I
I
cannot
like a
get with a
girl
girl
can
can
man.
act. I tried. I couldn't.
I
I
That
tried. I
was
bought their album. I couldn't.
liked it. I don't know
I
why,
couldn't
but I
get with
did.
it. It was good.
If is there any more girl groups from the 90s that y'all can think of before we move on into the show? Because this is a good conversation.
Girl, Peace said KP and Envy.
Not Shot
Shorty
to Swing My
swing
Way.
my way.
That's the only
Hey,
song they
I
had
wish
too.
we was
cafe.
doing them right
Cafe.
there.
Look, do a
That was
cafe
that.
special and keep it moving. Okay.
Well, I
Not
like KP
Cafe.
and Envy back in the day. That was my shit
Not
back
y'all
in the
bringing up Allure. Like they only
day.
had
Lord.
that remake of All Cried Out, which is a classic, by the way.
It is, but Lord. Yeah. If that's the case, you may as well. Well, I say a profile. Who was the other one?
I'm trying to think. They need to do a show like this with male groups.
Yeah, Scotty, listen to me. When I tell you I will be there for every single episode, whether it's tatted through or not.
What
Listen,
group is RL in? Is it Next?
Next.
Next and
And
Jagged
that,
Edge. Perfect. Boom,
Because
ding, ding,
Next do not get along, honey. They do
ding.
not.
Either Next and Jagged Edge or Next and Drew Hill.
Oh, no,
listen,
Drew Hill ain't even Drew
Next is
Hill no
mad at
more.
RL, but I would be mad at RL too because he was the best singer out of all of them. No shade. No shade. Much like with Xscape. I love the sisters equally, but in my opinion, Tamika had the best voice. I don't
Look,
know why I
y'all know
feel that way,
Tamika
but
got the best vocals. Tamika got the best vocals because Latasha don't do shit but do a bunch of unnecessary runs. Just like the soldiers that ain't coming home this year. Just like
don't
But it
do
was
bells
Latasha like that,
in
okay?
prison. We miss
Latasha
you
is
so much
cold.
for real. No, what
Latasha
about the
cold. No, I get
children
it.
who ran away that ain't coming home today? Now here's a message from coast to coast. Cause when them thugs really need it. Oh, my favorite part of the song. So many tears throughout the years. Somebody tell me what's going on. And so many lives, but only God
Don't
knows
you,
about the
don't
pain
you
deep
do Latasha
inside.
like that.
It
All
gets
right?
so hard.
Listen, I understand Latasha tatted through in
You
this
know she do.
particular
She
season.
runs like she in the Olympics, T, and you know
but
that.
but see that was the thing in the 90s. It was
It
unnecessary
was.
ones,
It
right?
was.
And
That bravado was the thing in the 90s. It was.
not Kim Burrell's sister. Ooh.
Oh
Ah,
no,
that
God.
Kim Real sister. Oh my
No ma'am.
god.
No.
Okay, so listen, we're gonna talk about girl groups for 5 more minutes. Then we're gonna get into the show because I feel because we having a good
And we
time, and
almost at
plus
300 people,
we
and we're
almost
not
at 300
even
people anyway.
saying
Listen, that y'all live for roast review, honey.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this: what is y'all least favorite song from SWV and Xscape? Your least favorite?
My least favorite song by SWV would probably be. It's off the Release Some Tension album, by the way. It's not a single, but it's a song they did with Snoop Dogg called Getting Funky. I hate that fucking song with a passion. I hated it.
I do
Mhm.
too.
I hated that
And
fucking
I'm gonna be
song.
real with y'all. I'm gonna be
Huh?
real. Let's kick it. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand why people like Biggie and all of them was just like, and because when I play Escape, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Let's Kick It is one of the ones that I skip. That
To
and
be
the
honest, that's the
remix.
least. That's the song that I play the least, but it's not my least favorite song at the
It's the
same
most
time.
dated song.
Yeah, it's the
It's
most dated one to me. You
like
know,
Brandy's first album, just dated.
I listen. I still hate Brandy's first album. Like, I hate
Yeah,
it.
me too. I do not like Brandy's first album.
You
I
said
hate
Broken
it.
Hearted. That's the only song I like.
Listen, I hate that first album. Outside the singles, I hate it. Like, I hate it. But just kicking it
SWV.
is not my least favorite song though. But it's the one of the ones that I play the least. It would probably be the song they did with MC Light called "Can't Hang." I don't really care for that song.
Yeah, I ain't like that one either.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't. I didn't
yeah.
like that one either.
They didn't even
I
perform
didn't.
that one at the verses, which I'm so happy they didn't.
And I'm
But
glad
now the
because
only
I
song
did.
that by them that they did with MC Light that I love is that "Keep On, Keeping On." I like that song.
You know
Cause you
that's that
can't.
shit best friend.
I love that song, bitch.
You know
That
what
is my song.
my least favorite one is
SWV.
Understanding.
You like
Why?
understanding?
Mm-mm. I don't
Why?
really care for it. I don't know. It just never really hit me.
What about SWV?
SWV least favorite song. Anything.
Are you
I
fucking?
ain't gonna lie. Anything was my least favorite song
Are
from the
y'all
group. I'm
kidding
not gonna
me?
lie.
Yeah.
I love the beat. I do love the beat.
Not you being
And
like
the beat
Sheree. I
is,
like the beat.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. The beat alone, I will listen to it. But so far as their verses, their lyrics, and all of that, nah, it ain't my favorite. But I do like
I
the beat.
cannot believe y'all don't like anything. Oh my god.
I don't.
Mhm.
That's one of my very least favorite songs from them. Surprising.
I
It's
cannot believe this.
Yeah,
Oh my
I don't really care
goodness.
for that.
and I'm gonna tell you another one that was
Are y'all
my
talking about
least
the
favorite.
original anything, the slow anything, or the fast paced
The
anything?
slow anything.
Oh,
The
that's the
The
one
slow,
y'all.
yeah,
not
not the
Oh, it's the
remix.
slow
not the
one.
one that came out for the radio. The
Oh,
Yeah,
one
okay.
that
Y'all
was
talking about the
yeah,
originally
slow
not the
out. I
one.
remix.
love.
No, I love the remix. I'm talking about the
Oh,
slow
okay.
version. Just like how
But
like what's the? Go ahead.
downtown, I hated it.
What?
I like downtown.
I hated downtown.
Oh no,
Downtown
Downtown.
ma'am.
with this dub. It was not
Mm-mm.
my favorite. I don't know why, but it did not get
Oh my god.
it didn't. I'm gonna be honest, it didn't get me.
Oh my god. I'm so surprised by this. Cause I
I'm
love
being honest.
downtown. But that's just
Downtown is not my favorite off their first album. It
but
was.
that's just my hoish ass because I love them type of songs, honey.
I mean, well, shit on my hoe. So what that saying about me?
I don't know. I don't know. Your wholeness is in question, honey, if you not liking that damn
To
song.
be honest, both of y'all wholeness is in question. Next,
Oh, bitch. Okay. So
I
that
just I don't look. I'm a virgin. I don't believe in doing anything sexually nasty.
you got a whole man, bitch. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I know you get nasty with your man. Not because you
I ain't gonna
told me
tell
that,
you.
just because I believe it.
Me know English. I speak no English.
Boy, shut up. Anyway, we better go ahead and get to the show now. That was a fun conversation. Um, so first of all, shout out to the 300 people that's in the building. We wasn't expecting that many people, honey. We was not. However, um, we opened up the show with Candy and Tiny. Candy sitting up here playing her legs and hips and body songs. She gonna make sure the song get promoted, child. She gonna make sure she get it
I'm on her
promoted.
side.
Either is she gonna make it get promoted some kind of way. She gonna make sure it gets promoted. But then they were listening
Oh yeah.
to some older records that Candy and Tiny did. And I ain't gonna lie, it's a song that they played. It was called Come Clean. I want to hear that whole song. I was like, bitch, where the
Yeah,
rest of the song
I
is?
was on that. Me, Scotty, I'm so glad you said that because I said the same thing. I said that's unreleased. Why? That would have
Right.
been to
That's what I'm
me
trying to
saying,
figure out.
"Hey, you and Tiny just take off of the goddamn roof." I was here for.
Exactly. Okay. So then Tamika walks in, and then she's in the confessional. She starts speaking on her history with Candy and Tiny. You know, she met Candy and Tiny in high school. They were her friends first, and then she brought them to her sister, and they created Xscape. And then they started asking Tamika about the radio interview, and Tamika did not want to go through that shit again. She was like, we ain't talking about this. We ain't talking about this because they already dealt with that already. So she didn't want to go back down that road again.
Yeah,
So Candy was like, listen, Tamika said something that was just lies about me and all that other stuff, but we mended fences. I'm surprised y'all got past that shit. Ain't no way you finna say I'm fucking Jermaine and his daddy. Girl.
the gag is I believe every solitary word of it. I
But Tamika
believed it.
said
I
she
believe
lied
every
though,
word.
T.
I don't believe she lied. I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't believe she lied. I just believe Candy was like, listen, do not put that out about me. These people don't need to know that. So and so and so, blah, 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 blah. And I believe that Tamika did the best thing that she could for the group's history sake. She went
Mm-hmm.
on ahead and said, and I just lied because so and so and so. I'm the way that Biggie was reading them the fuck down, I don't believe it's a lie. Because it wasn't just Tamika that said that, it was other people in the industry that said that.
But
So
they only said it because Tamika said it though. That's the only thing. But my thing about this is why would can if Candy can sit up here and admit that she fucked all these other people, why wouldn't she admit that she fucked his daddy too? I mean,
who would admit that
I,
I fucked my nigga daddy?
I
Who would
would.
admit that?
I would.
Who
I just
would
said up here.
admit
I
that
have
I
sat
fucked his
here.
nigga?
I sat here on this damn platform and said that I dated two fucking brothers. I did it.
Because you a man. You being a man, that's one thing. Candy getting up here, especially back then, admitting that she had sex with not only the son but the daddy. That's a lot. You being a man, it is what it is. That comes with the territory.
Oh
I
my
don't know who to
god.
believe.
Candy doing that shit, that's a completely different thing, a completely different ball game, and so on and so forth. And I love Candy. I love Candy down. Everybody know that. She my favorite. Tamika ain't told no lies on you, girl.
But why
Uh,
Tamika
uh,
say that she
uh,
lied though, T? Why say I lied on her? Why say I went on the radio and told a bunch of lies on her? Why say that if it
Because
was
she had to. She had to. What
we're just
else
gonna agree to
was
disagree on that.
Tamika and Latasha doing if it wasn't for Escape? What else was they doing if it wasn't for Escape? Don't worry, I'll wait. Tyler Perry, Meet the Browns don't count. That came out when I was a
Oh
junior
my
in high school.
god.
That was in 2005. What the hell else are they doing since then? Absolutely solitary nothing. And
Not
I
you
was
saying
Tamika,
meet the
I
Browns
would have
don't
did the
count.
same thing.
He said meet the
And
Browns
I
don't
love
count.
Candy.
He said meet the Browns
I
don't count.
love Candy. I love you to pieces. You are my
I'm
favorite.
stuck on
But
I'm
girl, we'll
stuck
call a
on you
spade a
saying
spade. Don't
that
nobody
meet the
tell me
Browns.
lie
I'm
on
still
me.
stuck on you saying meet the Browns don't count, child.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
it's
I'm
true. They ain't
speaking.
really done nothing since the group broke up, though, other than being in that one.
Right.
but listen.
Candy
No
admitted
shade.
she dated Gerald Levert, Jermaine Dupri Daddy, and somebody else. I can't remember. That's what Tisha said. Kanisha said in the comments.
She
Candy
never
admitted
admitted to sleeping with his daddy. She only admitted to the rest of them that you said on the list.
who would admit to sleeping with their boyfriend, Daddy Scotty? That's what I'm trying to tell you,
I would
girl.
admit it.
Ain't
If I
nobody gonna
did it, I
admit no
fucking
shit
did
like
it.
that.
If I did it, I did it. If you want to call me a slut bucket, then that's your business. But if I did it, I did it. Period. Okay.
Candy, I love you, but I totally believe that you did everything that you said.
Okay.
I do. I love you, Candy, but I believe it. I do.
Child, we're gonna agree to disagree on
Yeah,
that
let's
one,
move
honey.
forward.
But they bring up the beef with Latasha and Tamika. Now, Tamika said that her and Latasha ain't talked since the Vegas trip, and it was mainly due to a text message that they were arguing in, right? So it was kind of like the situation was um Tiny and Tasha could get in their dressing room, but Candy and Tamika couldn't get up in theirs. And so it was kind of like Tasha didn't give a damn. So she left. And so Tamika came in the group saying, well, whoever whoever left us where we were standing at can kiss my ass. And so that Tamika said that. So that's when her and Tasha went back and forth, and I guess Tasha said, no, kiss my ass. So then that's what Tamika said, if only you had an ass to kiss. So that's when Tasha said that Tamika was body shaming her. Now, do y'all believe that Tamika was body shaming Tasha by saying if you had an ass to kiss?
Listen, at
Hell
the end of
no.
the day, these women are sisters. I talk shit. I call my brother the F word. I done cussed him out. I call him big bobblehead, dinosaur head. We look. He called me titty milk. That's how siblings talk. Okay, that's how siblings talk. And she was tripping.
Right.
Me and my
Look,
brother call each other bitches all the time. Like,
right.
Tasha, I don't stand with you, friend. When it comes to that, Tasha, I do not stand with you. You're doing way too much. That was your, at the end of the day, I get it. Because Tasha was the fat one in the group. Let's just call it what it was.
mm-hmm.
Tasha was the fat one, but she can sing. She can sing her
Right.
face to the floor. That's what was able to save her from a lot of the screw. So when Tasha brought that up, I believed her. I did. I believe every word of what Tasha said. I do. But when it comes to your sister, girl bad. Stop. Stop.
Right. I don't think she was body shaming her either, because I've even said if you had to ask to kiss to somebody, I've definitely said it, and I wasn't saying it to body shame them though. I was just saying it because it was a good line to use to respond. To be honest, that's what I said. I'm just being
You
real.
know what?
Sometimes you say stuff in the moment because it sounds good and you're trying to win the argument. So it's just like, you know,
And then listen, y'all, I didn't know that Tamika had this much personality. Like I knew, but I didn't know at the
Me
same time.
either.
Like,
Tamika is working for that chick. She's making the show what it is. Okay, she's
yeah,
the breakout
because
star.
Tasha is the one who don't really have that much of a personality. It seemed like.
She don't, but she never has though. Even when she was on R&B Divas, you forgot she was there.
Oh, she was on there, wasn't she?
See,
Was
see,
on RBD was I forgot about that shit. I
see.
swear I did.
Her and Leela
Like
Jones.
she was on R&B Divas, and then you got people like Nikki Gilbert, you got Angie Stone, you got Selena Johnson. Those are the biggest personalities on the show, and you get drowned out by them. Like, girl, Tamika should have been on R&B Divas, not Latasha.
Yeah, I agree.
Child,
Like,
Yeah,
Tamika would
period.
have to beat some ass. I'm glad she won.
Housewives, man, that would be lit.
Tamika said this week that Bravo called her many times to be on um Housewives, but she didn't want to do it due to her drama with Candy or something like that. That's what I saw on Twitter. Shout out to the House of Glam, honey. What's
Tamika
going
got
on?
drama with Candy.
Huh?
Tamika got drama with Candy for what?
She
No, she
had
had
drama.
it. That's
Yeah.
before the group came back together.
Personally, I would love to see another woman of Escape on the Housewives of Atlanta. Candy wouldn't be alone.
Yeah, I would love to see Tamika on there.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'd rather have her on there more than Tiny.
Tiny ain't gonna come no way, child. Mm-mm. Okay, so Candy is like, let's do a tour. She brings up the idea of a SWV and Xscape tour, and she's saying that they will make bukus of money off of their tour. They would.
Yeah, they would.
They would.
Yeah.
If SWV and Xscape came together and did a tour, they would kill.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like they would, because Escape's tour did well. I actually went to that show. They did good. So I think putting SWV and Escape on one tour, everybody can sing, everybody gonna get their money worth. I think that would be good. But
Mm-hmm.
and Candy encourages Tamika to call Tasha. She like, you need to talk to your sister or something, because I don't want to say too much, child, because when y'all get back tight, y'all gonna get back mad with me again. And then Tamika was like, that's my cue, that's my cue. And I'm
Right.
like, because you know it's the truth. You know
No,
it's
it's
the
the
truth,
truth.
god
She
damn
came in
it.
to
You
say
know
nothing.
it.
And I'm glad you brought that up. What do you think the crux of Tasha's issue is with Candy? Because some people came under my comments, it was like, well, because Candy probably did sleep with people in the industry, maybe that's why Tasha really didn't fool with her, and maybe that's why Tasha had an issue with Tamika because they was friends. But
But
I
if
was
she
like, I
did,
mean,
what that got to do with her?
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is that Candy did to Latasha. Because even in this episode, it was kind of like, oh hey girl, hey, it was one of them type of things. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, why is you treating Candy like that? I never understood it. And then let Candy tell it it's been since they was young. And she don't even know why. So
Right.
it's like, what is
I don't know. And I think Bondi said something like this in her review today. I think it has a lot to do with because I feel like if you remember in the past, people would say that Candy was the best looking one out the group back then. Because, they had this whole reputation of being the ugly girls in the industry, but everybody
it?
seemed to like Candy or think that she was more visually appealing than the rest of the girls in the group. And with Tasha being the one that had a little bit of weight on her and all this other stuff and being the butt of the jokes, there could be a level of jealousy. And I'm not the type of person that really likes to throw in the word jealousy for every little thing, because some people just don't like folks. But
Yeah.
it could be the thing of Tasha is the oldest, Candy is the youngest. Candy is not the type of person that's gonna let you tell her what the fuck to do. Or it could be like someone said, it could be Candy's close knit relationship with Tamika. Candy and Tamika were like this when they were coming up, and she could have been jealous of their relationship. They was close like sisters. That could be what it is.
I said that in my review
It's like
because
trying to
if
figure
you
out why
remember,
Marlo or anybody else has had right.
yeah, but if you remember in the episode, Tamika did say she bought not only Candy but also Tiny to her
Right.
sister. So you could be on to something with that. You could, and I
What you think,
said that you
Josiah?
might be on to something.
Yeah, I think it's unhealed wounds that she have about her, maybe her body or whatever, and what the industry said about her, especially y'all growing up being in a superstar group as a teenager, and being a young adult. I mean, hell, we've seen how Destiny Child went through it. So you have
Mm-hmm.
people from the outside commenting in, and then you having the drama inside the group. So it just makes it as a whole, and she probably blamed it all on Candy or was upset at Candy because Candy always said their personalities just did not match. So
And I can honestly see how their personalities wouldn't match, because my
Yeah, me
like
too.
looking at the show, I feel like I would vibe more with Tamika before Latasha.
Yeah, I
Like I
would
could
not
hang
like
out with
Latasha at
Tamika.
all.
Like I could go
Yeah,
out for a drink with Tamika. You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying? Latasha,
yeah.
leave her ass at. I'd be like, girl, leave your sister at home. She don't need to go nowhere with us. Leave her ass at home.
right, because I know we'll get to
Tasha
it,
too
but
much like her mama.
Mm.
And we saw that this episode. She way too much like her mama. That's why that didn't work.
And to be honest, looking at this scene with just Candy, Tiny, and Tamika, they get along. Like, do y'all see the drastic difference when it's all four of them? It's so tense, but when it's just them three, they having a good ass time. It's all, you know what I'm saying? So Tasha, girl.
And you know what? It's funny because they're older. I feel like that, I feel like that Tamika never had an issue with Tiny and
And
Candy per se.
Candy.
It was always Tasha.
And a lot of the time, I think a lot of the reasons why she had the issues that she did have with Candy and Tiny is probably because she was trying to be loyal to her sister.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she felt like she
Yeah.
had to, do certain things so her sister wouldn't be mad with her. Right. That's just what it was. She agreed with shit that she really didn't want to agree with because she wanted to be loyal to her sister.
And then that's the older sister too. So you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My brother always took up for me too, going to school. So
Right. Like, to be honest, my little brother, he if I don't like you, he don't like you either.
it'd be like
And I'm 11 years older than him, so it's like if I don't like somebody, he don't fuck with you either. And I be telling him, no, have your own mind. Just because I got a problem with somebody, don't mean you got to have a problem with. No, if you got a problem with them, I don't like them. I'm like, okay, that's all I can say about that. Um, let's move on to SWV. They were It's not much going on with this scene here. They were pretty much just rehearsing and stuff. And the manager was basically telling them that he spoke with Xscape's management team. What are you laughing at, child?
Like I said in my review, it was their backyard barbecue two step. It
I
always
loved it.
is on every show, every set, every concert. And don't get me wrong, like I said in my review, SWV, they danced, but they didn't dance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like I don't know what I was expecting, but they dance like their feet hurt. I swear to God, they dance like their feet hurt. They do.
They
And
feet
I
probably
would
do
much
hurt.
rather them just stand
Girl, shut
still with
up.
their mic in their hand and they just sing. Like Escape does. Escape don't dance on it because they're not dancers. They singers. So I always felt like that is the one thing that Escape has over SWV. Because SWV feel like they gotta give a two step and y'all don't. Just sing and dance, girl. We'll
But
dance
look,
for
I
y'all.
like
Y'all
look.
just sing.
But T, I like the two step. I like the Carly Red. Pop them tags, pop them
Because
tags.
that's exactly what they're giving.
I like the little two step. Y'all don't like the two step.
I'm not here for the two step. If y'all not dancing, don't dance at all. Just sing. I'll dance for y'all. Just sing.
Whatever.
That's all I want them to do.
Oh my goodness, I cannot. T has tickled me.
Child, you'll be fine. Let them two step, baby. Let them do their little,
I'm sick of
one
it. I'm
two.
sick of it at this point. Like I understand all of y'all in y'all 50s, but goddamn,
I was just about to
Beyonce
say that
got
they
past
in their
that at a
50s,
job.
child. There's only so much they can
Okay,
do
well,
in their
you know
50s.
what? Okay, Mr.
Beyonce about
Pretty.
there, I know y'all lying. Beyonce gonna be 70 years old, still dancing the lyrics to
Okay.
Who Run the World. You
Well, T,
understand? So Beyonce can do it, they can do
Let me ask you this. Can you dance?
it. I mean, I get my little some when I little trade ride, you know what I'm saying? I get my little sing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm no dancer.
Well, I can't
However,
dance. I
however,
have been to clubs with Josiah. He know I'm not finna dance.
He gonna stand right over there in that corner
Taj
and just look.
Taj got up here and said when she was in her younger days, she pop, lock, and drop it, and so on and so forth. And I said, Taj, where? Y'all pop,
Girl.
but I ain't gonna say y'all dropped the lock it, but y'all did pop. I give you a pop, but that's about it.
Oh, oh my god.
And I love SWV. I'm
You
just
so
saying.
funny. You are so damn funny. Oh my goodness, I'm dead.
I'm just saying. I love them. I'm just saying.
I about to say, child, you can go up there and teach him a little dance move or two. If you know how to pop some moves, T, you go on and fly up to Atlanta, teach him a little something,
Mm, look, I
Child,
would
T
teach
ain't
them
doing
the
that.
dancing, but I
Somebody said
listen.
Taj
The type
had
of
two knee
dancing that
surgeries.
I
That's
have
probably
is
why
my
she moved like that.
something.
look. I love SWB. I love Coco. I love Taj. And Lily, my favorite. It's
Yeah, she
no
definitely
shade.
my favorite. Definitely.
Yeah,
I really
Lily
do
is
like
my.
Todd's
And
personality.
Me too.
Lily gave, and I know we skipping, but Lily gave Escape some really great advice. She did.
I can't wait till we
She
get there
did
so we
that,
can
and she
talk
did
about
it.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna hush. We'll get there.
They they agreed to doing a tour with Escape. You know, Coco said that you know, it's like it'll be nice for them to, for us to come together as a group because men do it all the time, which they do it all the time. They definitely do it all the time. So we get into Latasha, Rocky the manipulator, and her son Jamon. According to Run Tasha, aka Latasha, she does Olympics with her runs every time she sings. She said that Candy introduced Rocky to her, and he started with R. Kelly. Um, the producer asked Run Tasha, did Rocky steal her from her boyfriend? I
Now
can't keep
don't be surprised if you try to go on that lady page and you get blocked.
Right,
She probably watching this panel now. Ooh, block, block,
right.
block.
It wouldn't be the first time somebody blocked me, child. It wouldn't be the first time. Oh, but she said, did she leave her boyfriend for Rocky? That's what the producer said, and she was like, I did leave my boyfriend for Rocky, but Rocky came to a rehearsal that we were at and told my boyfriend that told him that we're not sleeping together, but she gonna be my lady, so you could leave. And
I don't
I'm
believe
like,
it. I don't believe it.
it was that simple. They didn't fight.
In
It was
the
that simple.
90s, in the 90s, do you
Oh
really
no,
think
they
you
would have
could
been throwing
walk
some
up
hands.
to a man and tell him some shit like that in the 90s? Do you really think so?
It must have been a pushover, honey.
It had to have been.
Okay,
It had to
you
have been
want
a
her,
white boy.
you
No
got
shit.
her.
Her ex had to have been a Caucasian man. Because any nigga that I know, and Rocky would have walked up to him and said some shit like that, girl bad.
Well, Rocky do be acting like he bad and all that. Remember on R&B Divas, he had called Kiki Wyatt husband a bitch. So
Oh, he did.
Kiki Wyatt husband is a bitch.
Ah!
All right? He is a bitch. That don't count.
Long as
I'm
I
gonna
live,
need for him to say that to Todd, or I'm
I
gonna need for
can
him
see
to say that to
love.
Apollo. He ain't even married to Phaedra no more. But I'm gonna need for him to say it to
Child.
somebody like that. Then I will be like, okay, whatever, so on and so forth. But
Someone said Coco said on her YouTube they weren't doing the tour with Xscape or doing. They said they was going on. Coco said something along the lines of they're going on tour right now, but it's not with
Oh,
Xscape.
I
And I
saw that. I saw a clip
Yeah,
of that.
someone did. Coco did say that, and I think she said they wasn't doing any music with Escape either, because somebody had asked them to do a whole album together. Now I don't know about them doing a whole album together. It's just too damn
Nah,
much.
y'all got
But
y'all OGs. Y'all got too many classics. We good.
yeah, y'all don't need to be doing. And plus Coco already said some when they asked him was SWV doing another album. She said y'all didn't even buy the last two we put out.
Look,
Coco, that is not true. Coco,
unless
that
you
ain't
singing
true
like
because I
Summer
Missed
Walker or
Us
Sugar,
was
they
one
ain't
of my
gonna listen.
favorites.
I love Steel and I Missed Us. I definitely do. I love both of those albums,
That
but
ain't true, Coco. I
someone
Missed
I
said,
Us
haven't
was
heard
one
that.
of my favorites.
I,
didn't
no
Rocky
shit.
threaten the R&B divas in production? Yup, he pulled a gun out on the set. He sure did. I
Oh, he
remember Funky
did?
Di. He did. I remember Funky Dineva reported on that back when it happened. It was season 2. That season that Latasha was on there. He went to his trunk, allegedly went to his trunk and got a gun while they were filming. Surely did. Allegedly. I remember Funky
Rocky, what
Dineva
the
reporting
hell
on
do
Damn.
there.
you need with
That
a
was back when
gun,
Funky Dineva
friend?
had his website. I remember that. They definitely
Oh
said
my
that.
God.
Rocky, what do you need with a gun, friend? Why? See, that's how I know you a bitch. Cause what the hell you
Yeah.
need with a gun, friend?
Yeah. And I'm gonna keep saying allegedly to cover myself. But that's I remember reading about that on Funky Dineva's blog back in the day. I definitely remember that. I remember
Damn.
that.
Oh hell no. Sir, you need to calm
Well, like I
down.
said to you, they some bitches.
But
I'll say that.
but yeah, so the son is back home after 6 years and he graduated from the University of Buffalo. I don't know why I
Did you
thought
say
Latasha had
6 years?
yeah, they said he had been gone from Atlanta for 6 years. And he graduated from University of Buffalo and he was playing basketball
Mm-hmm.
or whatever.
Hey,
Definitely.
it took me 8 years to finish college like this.
I didn't even finish. So
Because JoJo said it, I let him have it. All right.
Look, I can't even shade him. I can't even shade.
I don't
I
need
won't
I don't
stop.
shade people. I don't shade people that don't finish college in 4 years because most of my friends didn't finish in 4 damn years.
Right.
So it ain't nothing to shade nobody about.
And then
And
college
I
is
wouldn't
for
shade them no
everyone.
way because I didn't fucking finish. So who am I to shade about college? I ain't
College
finished.
ain't for everyone anyway. So
Right.
Well, I finished.
that's
God
true.
damn it. And I can shade.
Well, I
Things like
can't,
this.
bitch. I can't because I didn't finish.
You got your
What the
masters
hell
in
you got
YouTube.
going on, Tasha son? You play basketball. What you had going on, friend?
um they
Leave him
they
alone.
asked he asked Latasha what she had going on and he said he got Latasha said I got a lot going on.
Wait,
I
wait,
got
wait,
a lot of good
wait,
things going on.
wait. Katrina Brown said her son sounds a little mental.
Now
Do y'all
see,
agree with that?
Oh, I'm not gonna comment on that.
because they
But
already give us a hard time enough. I ain't saying nothing. Shout out to the 400 people that's in the chat. Shout out.
400. Damn, they was ready for this, huh? T and Scotty.
Yes, they were ready, honey. We kind of give them a little bit of TLC and SWV up here with three folks,
Right.
child.
Didn't I tell Pop Up Girl sweet, sour, and sassy?
Yeah. They said, um, she said that she's not sure about doing the tour, and if it's negativity involved, she doesn't want to be a part of it, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, the negativity is you, run Tasha. That's the motherfucking negativity. What are you talking about? That it's you. You're the negativity.
Don't do Tasha.
I
Don't
didn't.
do
What
Tasha.
did I
Tasha
say?
can sing.
I didn't say she couldn't sing. I just said she run like she in the Olympics, and she do. And
I
you know
mean,
she do.
but that is true, T. She do be
I don't know that.
running.
I don't know that.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Tasha,
that.
I ain't got nothing to do with this.
No,
Tasha,
because
I ain't got
Avery
nothing to
Wilson
do
be
with
running.
this.
There's a lot of singers that overdo their
Oh,
run.
Avery do run. He
Okay.
definitely run. I think he runs faster than Latasha do.
Do you
They
like
both
his
running
version
in the
of Can
damn
We Talk?
Olympics.
Mr. Can We Talk guy? Do you like his version of it?
No, because he run too much. No. Mm-mm. My thing is with Latasha, she talking about some her piece, my piece this, my piece that. It's always my piece, but you interrupting your own damn piece.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do. Yeah.
And she's talking about she don't feel good about performing with her not talking to her sister. Girl, you could have been reached out to your sister a long time ago. Like, what do you mean? Y'all ain't talked in a month and you mad, due to the fact that she said you ain't got an ass to kiss and you was mad with her for a damn month over that. That's just like me being mad with T because he keep on calling me out for being a whore on his videos every damn week. Am I finna be mad with him about that?
Ooh.
No.
And now, oops.
I mean, you can be, bitch.
He always throwing me in his shit every time he doing the damn video. I always get thrown. I be like, now why am I even in this? Why am I in this?
But I be talking about you too in my videos. So I
I
can't
know
say
you do. Y'all love talking about me, but I show y'all nothing but love in my videos. But y'all
but
love to drag me though.
no, shit, ain't nobody be dragging you, boy.
I feel like Latasha at this point. If this is going to be negative, I don't want to do roast review. If it's going to be negative, I don't want to do it. It's all about my peace at the end of the day.
If that shit ain't work for Tasha, it ain't gonna work for you.
We gonna don't make me fly down
That
there to
did not work
Mississippi.
for Tasha, ain't finna work for you.
Okay, so the next scene was pretty minor. It was basically Tiny with her family. You know, her little girl is so adorable to me.
She is.
Yes,
I love her.
she is.
She is so adorable. And her kids have
Tiny
gotten so
looking
much
good.
big. Her kids have gotten big. Major used to be everybody's favorite little boy. Like he was like so smart and stuff like that. Like he has grown a whole lot.
Wasn't
So
he like a little boy yesterday? Damn.
that's what I'm saying. Like I can't believe he's gotten that old. Like I'm like,
He a
but you
grown
know,
man, but listen,
hmm?
them bifocals that you got on your ass, friend, don't have them down no more like that, baby.
Ooh.
All right, I used to do the same thing when I first got glasses. I did. I used to do the same thing. Don't do that no more, baby. But
And
I'm
another
here
thing
for
too.
Major and Eris. I love them.
Another thing, she better not have King on this show. We do not need him on this show fighting at the Waffle House. We don't. So don't have him on the show.
I don't think he's gonna be on this show like
He
that.
don't need to be,
Maybe
honey.
a little
Look,
appearance.
King Ugly, gruesome looking ass don't need to be up here
Oh my
anyway. Bring
God.
Messiah fan in.
Tiny, I ain't got nothing to do with him talking about your child now.
Well, I do. Fuck him. He over the age of 18. He a grown ass goddamn man.
See,
So it
that's why
is
we
what
call
it
you
is.
Bubbles.
Now
I mean,
Messiah,
Buttercup
on the
child.
other hand, Messiah, come hit me up, boo. I'm
No,
down.
you didn't.
Messiah, you my favorite.
Not you trying to get at a Messiah child.
Messiah.
So we get into Tamika and Darnell. She said that her husband is this big, fine,
Girl
sexy
back. Girl back.
Y'all
teddy
know I
bear.
like him. No, y'all
Girl
know I like
back.
him big and tall. 6'6".
I'ma say this. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He got some big ass arms, and I'm a sucker for big ass arms. All you need is some big ass arms, and I'm there. Just save me, Darnell. Just save me, Darnell. Just save me,
I
Darnell.
let Tamika have it. I let Tamika have it because she met him back in 2004, 2005 doing Meet the Brown. And like I said in my review, all of us looked better in 2004, 2005. So
Mm-hmm.
the fact that you feel that way about your husband, Tamika, I'll let you have it. Because
You
I'm
keep
sure
saying
back
Meet the
then he
Browns,
was
and it's killing
fancy.
me.
I bet that.
It's the way she got him though. She said she went to his house, went to the bathroom, came out, had on her thong and her bra. I'm like, yes, girl. That's some shit I probably would have done.
Down, down.
Not no thongs though. I don't do that. Nah.
Well, Tamika did, and she got her man. So what you got to say about that?
I ain't got. I go in, Tamika, because I would have did the same thing.
He proposed to me. Come on, Pink Price. But nah,
Shout out to the 420 people that's in the chat. Shout out.
Any scene that Tamika is on, baby, it puts a smile on my face, child. She
I
is
swear,
just
dude.
live. She gives me life. Tamika, come on the show if you watching, girl.
Please come on the show. Come on the show, honey. We need you on Rust Review, honey. I'm telling you,
Right.
that show will be funny as hell. Okay, listen.
Yes, please.
What did she say? She was okay. So she talked about how her and Darnell came together. Oh, she was talking about her kids. She got 3 children. Some people wanted to know, was her first 2 kids by Darnell? I know Ocean is not by him. That's by her high school sweetheart. She was with that guy when she was in Xscape. Because if you guys remember, on their first album, when they put out Love on My Mind, she was pregnant with Ocean in that video. So she got pregnant by her high school sweetheart. Now, as far as Tanaya, she raps. Her other daughter, she raps. I don't know If that's by the same man or not, I'm not sure. But I know that her youngest daughter is definitely by Darnell. I do know that. Um, let's see. She started talking about the tour and how she, how she wants to come together with Xscape and do this tour, and how her and Tasha haven't spoken. She said we need to come together and do what we got to do because we're closer to 50 than 30, and when we 60, ain't nobody trying to sing My Little Secret when we 60. And I'm looking at her like, girl, who?
I disagree with you on that. What's her name, Tamika? I disagree with you on that,
I'm like,
sis.
girl, who? Because I'm still gonna be singing My
My
Little
little
Secret.
Okay.
secret
I'm gonna be
is
singing.
always gonna be about.
I'm gonna be singing My Little Secret in the nursing home, man.
I swear to
Right.
God, I'm gonna have me a
That's
walker.
always gonna be
I'm
about.
gonna have me a walker like this.
Oh, that's
Did
my jam.
anybody see ya come into my house last night?
But you know what? I understand what Tasha. I mean, is it Tasha? No, Tamika. I understand
Mm-hmm.
what Tamika is saying. But what I want Tamika to understand is, much like the younger generation has this, so does the older generation. The
Mm-hmm.
older generation that knows you guys and love you guys, My Little Secret is always in rotation. The gag is people that are younger than me know Escape My Little Secret. So don't say that, Tasha. Don't
It's a
underwhelm
timeless
yourself like that.
record.
It is just
Yeah,
like Who Can I Run To?
Yeah, that's a
yeah.
timeless. Like my little brother is 24. No, my little brother's 23. No, 22. 22 years old. He was born in 2000, long after Escape broken up. He know Who Can I Run To? Probably because I played it a lot, but he got it on his phone. Like he got a lot of Escape's music on his phone. So, and he listened to shit like NBA Youngboy and 21 Savage and all that bullshit and Lil
I like
Baby and
21 Savage.
shit.
I like 21.
Damn,
But
but
you know what, Scotty? That's what I appreciate about you is because you came up in a time in an era where there wasn't no social media to blow you up and it wasn't no this or no that. You had to have talent in order to get into the industry. That's what I love about you. And that's what I know your brother loved about you.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, the NBA young boys and all that, that's cute. But the people from the 90s and so on and so forth, they had to have talent. It wasn't
Right.
about who you knew, how many followers you had, so on and so. Bitch, can you sing? That's
And
what it
on
was
top
about.
of that, I was surprised when my little brother. I was looking at like, cause we follow each other on Apple Music, so on Apple Music they show your friends' favorites and shit. When I saw
Mhm.
Brownstone Grapevine on, I'm like, what the fuck he know about that?
Do your brothers the Summer Walker?
I don't
Yeah,
know. I hope he
Oh,
doesn't.
I hope he
that's because of you,
does.
and I appreciate it.
Uh,
A lot of these young things, they listen to music today and they swear up and down it's gonna stand the test of time. No, it's not. SWV stood the test of time.
it's still
Escape
standing.
stood the test of time. Right. Like people even far back like Sammy Davis Jr. They stand the test of time. Temptations, they stand the test of time. It's only when you're that type of artist and years later, people that wasn't even in your generation know your songs lyric from lyric and they love it. That's how you know you did your thing in the industry.
Because I was listening when I was at work. I was listening to the interview that Stephanie Mills did with DJ Vlad. And it's
Mm.
something about Stephanie Mills that I just about her personality that I just love. She keep it 100. She don't give a damn what nobody got to say about her. She gonna say whatever the fuck she want to say. She's another person.
Prince too.
It's a song that she got. Everybody knows it. It's I never knew love like this before. I play that song and get the feeling that I got when I first heard it as a kid. That's from my mother's generation. I was nowhere. My mother was in high school in 1981 when that song came out. But I sit up and I listen to it like it came out in my time. It's stuff like that. Like I can see, or songs like "Best of My Love" by The Emotions. That's shit my
Yes,
Yes.
mother
I
grew
love
up on. I
Betty.
love that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Teddy Pendergrass, "Turn Off the Lights." Love that song.
Yep. Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, and
Mhm.
people call me an old ass man, but I'm like, I don't give a damn. Like, if the music is good, the music is fucking good. Like, what's his name? is his name. He died a couple of years ago, but his name is James Ingram. He had a song called "I Don't
Yeah,
Have the Heart." I
yeah.
love that
I
song.
love that song.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I love that song. Period. I could go down the list. Like even with Babyface. Some people don't go back far enough for me. I love that song he did with Pebbles. Love Make Things Happen. Love that
I
song.
love that song.
You know
I
what I'm
listen to
saying?
Pebbles too. Just
Yes,
like
like
you do. Listen.
I love it. Okay, like I love it. Like what's the name? Luther Ingram. If loving you was wrong, I don't want to be right. I love that song.
Right.
It's like
Now you about to make me listen to some damn Betty Wright. Damn. When we get off this point.
see, she another one. Even though she want to give you an Easter speech at the beginning of every fucking song, but however,
I love that song. No pain, no
yes, okay,
pain.
okay, period. Or Denise Williams, silly of me to think that
Come
I
Okay.
on.
could
Yeah.
ever have you for my guy. How I love you.
But I'm gonna tell you
Oh, you
something.
better hit that note. I heard that.
That's
You.
Yes,
it's
okay,
because songs back then, them people went through something.
they
They're not
did.
just singing
They
anything
did.
to, you know, gain subscribers or gain followers or whatever, and they never went through it. Those people, men and women, they went through that and they wrote their lyrics just how they felt in that moment. And that's why it got like Mary J. Say whatever y'all want
You
about
don't want to
Mary
get
J.
me
I don't
started on Mary J.
care what
Blige,
y'all
man.
say.
I
That
mean,
woman went through some shit.
we did.
And the first
Ooh,
several albums that she had, she went through some shit, and you could
she
tell.
did.
It's how can I love somebody else if I
Okay.
can't love myself enough to
You
know
know what's
when it's
Right.
one of
time,
my favorite songs
time
off of
to
my
let
life?
Time to let
You
huh?
gotta believe with Faith
go.
Oh,
Evans and JoJo. That's one of my favorite
not you
songs
Oh,
gotta
off that
believe. Oh
album.
my God.
You, gotta, you can
that is
hear
my
her
song.
pain, bro. Like you can hear it. You can
When
feel
she
the
just
emotion.
the way she opened up the song, I told you once before that I love you and I
Yes,
need you.
yes,
Well,
yes,
let me
yes,
tell you once again, you are
yes.
my closest
I mean, Faith
friend.
Evans fucked them backgrounds up. Okay.
Right.
Woo.
Oh, Josiah, you got me started.
Woo.
Anytime, anywhere.
Yes.
Please, won't you trust me, baby?
You about to have me catching the Holy Ghost up in here. Whoa.
Like, listen, these songs
Not
be
Tony, Tony, Tony.
everything.
Yes.
Tony, Tony, Tony. They real men. They
Oh,
believed in anniversaries. They believed in loving your woman right. They believed in treating your woman
Mhm.
like they was the best thing on earth. Like that's what I'm talking about. It's
Right.
mint
not
Oh
shit
my
condition,
like that no more.
God.
mint
Yes.
condition. Now, what kind of
Yeah.
man would I
I love
be
Mint
if I
Condition.
lived unfaithfully? And what kind of girl would you be? Yeah.
Period.
If you
If
did the
you did
same, cause I
the
don't
period.
wanna see her
See
cry.
her cry.
And you don't need
Okay.
a reason to lie. Cause if we lay down tonight, it won't justify throwing love aside. Ah!
Do, 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 do.
Somebody
See, you
brought up
gotta have
after seven.
Michael.
Somebody brought up after seven. Till you do me right. Listen.
Oh yeah. Mm.
I'm
Mm-mm.
telling y'all, you
Mm.
had to have gone through some real stuff back in the day to come up with
Mhm.
music like that. And it's funny because the songs that we are singing, like Mary J and all of that, that was out in like 95, 96, 97. It
We
is
were little kids.
2023.
Right.
2023, and songs like that are still the rage, and older folk know it and they love it. That's how you know that your music stood the test of time.
I sit there and listen to D'Angelo Lady all day.
Mm-hmm. I
And
listen
that
to
song
Pooh.
came out in 95.
Yes.
Like I can sit there and listen to
Man,
D'Angelo all day.
y'all got me all gushing and stuff.
That's how I I guess it's because we love music so much, and I think this is the reason why this show is so fun to review, because these are people that we really grew up listening to, and people that we still listen to this day. And I think that's why
Yep,
we wanted to do this show so bad, because we
Yeah.
knew that
I agree.
we grew up on these people. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But oh, y'all, we went into a damn intermission. Let's get back into the show, honey. Ooh,
Let's get back into it.
but anyways, um. SWV and Xscape met up. Taj spoke on her history with Candy and Tiny. She pretty much was saying that when SWV broke up, she came down to Atlanta to do demos, and Candy and Tiny were the ones that were helping her out. So they already had a good relationship, pretty much. Tasha
One
comes
thing,
in, huh?
one thing. Taj, you had one solo on y'all second album. And Candy and Tiny was the ones that I want to hear the cut.
I do
What
too.
the cut that Taj? I would love to hear it. What is
I
the
want to
cut
hear it
that Taj?
too.
I want to know.
What cut
I want to
she?
hear it too. I want to hear it too, because I didn't know she was trying to do no solo career.
Me neither.
Mm,
I never heard that until this show. That's what I'm saying.
Right. This show's bringing out a lot of history, child.
yeah.
Um, let's see. Tasha comes in with her negative energy. Run Tasha comes in with her negative energy. She
Mhm.
hugs everybody but Candy. And Candy don't give a fuck. That's the type of attitude I have. Like, okay, you don't want to hug me, bitch. I don't want your nasty ass on me either. Fuck you. That's how I be on. That's the type of time I be on. Um, so then Tamika came in with her great spirit that all three of us love. And she came over to her sister and she was like, "You look cute." She was like, "Thank you."
She sure would. I'm like, girl, be nice. Be nice, Tasha. Be nice.
I can't stand like Tasha's hot air balloon head ass get on my nerves. Like, oh my God. Like it's the attitude for me. It's the grandstanding for me. Like, girl. But anyway, so Tamika was, they was bouncing around ideas, and you could tell Tamika is a creative like us. She had all types of shit in her head. She was like, "We want cocoa coming out the ground. We want Candy over here." We like she had the whole thing planned out, and it was funny as hell. Cause that's some shit I do. Like I have a whole lot of stuff. Like y'all can ask Josiah. Whenever I come up with an idea for anything that the three of us are doing, I'm like, okay, Josiah, this is what I need. I'm like, I said, I be scared to say something to him because I'm always coming to him about something. Anytime something come up in my head, I don't give a fuck if it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna text him and say, okay, this is the idea that I got, Josiah. Blah 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 blah. And then I'll be waiting on him to tell me, bitch, I'm asleep. Why are you texting me with this bullshit
I'll
earlier?
be up anyway.
But I always got something in my head all the time, and I just have to get it down. Um, so Tamika started praising Taj. She said the first time she heard Taj with her first solo on Use Your Heart, she was like, "Yes, girl, you better sing." And I'm like, Tamika,
Period.
that's everybody. We all felt that way because when I heard Taj sing for the first time, if you got the time, then I got the
But listen,
time.
when Tamika turned around and gave her vocals, I said, "Bitch, you better sing." Like that's what we
Right.
was saying to Taj, girl. Bitch, you better sing. That's what we was saying, girl.
Exactly. Okay. Period. That's how I feel. So then Taj could see the stank energy that Run Tasha is displaying, and she calls it out. And she's like, "Are you good? Like, are you okay?" She was like, "I'm cool." And she was like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "I'm good. I'm not excited. We have internal issues that we have to deal with." And I'm just like, so you wait
You know
till y'all
what
have
I
a
mean?
business meeting with another group to bring this up.
Mm.
And that's what I was gonna say, Tasha. That is it. That's not even an escape problem. That's a you and your sister problem. Why is you bringing that up at this time? All you
Right.
got to do is have a conversation with your sister. They can dead all of this, but you won't do it.
Mm-mm. Definitely won't do it. Like she want to sit up there and be stupid. You feel what I'm saying? Like she want to sit up there and play like she wants. It's like she wants to be the victim so bad to me. I ain't never seen nobody that just really want to be the victim. Like, what's the fun in being a victim?
Mm. It's hurt
I
that
mean,
still has not been healed.
everybody come and run to your aid.
What you say, T?
Everybody come and run to your aid like that mama did. That's why I don't see it for Mama Gloria.
Like, just look, just like y'all said on the panel last night. I'm waiting on T to call her Mammy Glow. Like he called Mama just Mammy Choice. Oh, that should be so funny. But anyway, but like I said, when she first came in the building, the mood changed. Like, I was expecting Coco to be the asshole. Like, that's what I
Me
was
too.
expecting to be the asshole.
Because baby, her
Me
attitude
too.
is bad too.
Her attitude bad too. But it's Runtasha
You
that's
know,
the problem.
You want to leave Tasha alone.
So T gonna laugh every time I call this chick Runtasha. He gonna
I be
laugh.
laughing
You can
too.
leave her alone. Okay? She can't help she do runs.
Yes, she can. She ain't got to do them all the time. But then Taj tried to get him some wisdom, which I appreciate her trying to do. She tried to get
Me
him some
too.
wisdom. Because I think where Taj is coming from, we've been there, done this already. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, we done went through this shit already. So it's kind of like, girl, you feel what I'm saying? Like, girl, like what you got going on? Like, what you pulling? What you doing? You feel what I'm saying? So I got everything that Taj was saying because, like I said before, when you're in a group, you have to make sure we agree or something, or try to come to a happy medium with certain things, because we're not always going to agree with stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Because I even said that on the review. I was like, even with us, with the Boys Night Out group, we don't always agree on stuff, but we do try
Oh
to come to
Lord,
a
we sure
happy
are.
medium. Huh? Yeah, like we don't always agree on what we want to do, but we try to come to a happy medium so everybody can be happy, because we all
Yeah.
have different personalities. So when you have all those different personalities in one little section, then it's always going to be a moment where everybody's not going to agree with everything. You
Right.
know, even when we're not doing like the Boys Night Out stuff, even with well, I think with us, we pretty much, if it's just us three, we normally just, I don't really think it's much that we disagree on. It may be,
We,
huh?
we crack jokes all day.
Yeah.
We talk shit and crack jokes.
That's all it really is. But even with the whether you like it or not panel, like, we have to make sure everybody likes something. Like, if Josiah is making the thumbnail, he got to put it in a group to make sure everybody approves of it. Even with Boys Night Out, we had already chosen a themes, thing for it, but Maddie wanted something else. So what we decided to do was, instead of not using it at all, we used it for the end of the show, so everybody could be happy. You feel what I'm saying? So when you in a group, you got to have communication. You're not gonna always agree on stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Someone said I have a question for the panel. What's the question, Janae? Let's see. But I felt
Yes.
everything that Tasha was not Tasha, Taj was saying, because they went through their shit already.
And I
Yeah.
like her energy. She's such like a mediator. What's her sign?
Let me look it up real
I'm gonna
quick.
look too.
I
I
look it.
love Taj.
I
Taj
already
is
have
the
SUV on.
perfect Taj and Lily was the perfect persons for that. Coco, not so much.
Right.
She's a Taurus.
Oh, like
Is that
I
Candy.
why
was
I don't
expecting that.
fool with her like that?
Huh?
Is that why I don't fool with her like that?
To my Taj.
No, Coco.
No, Coco a Gemini.
Oh, that's why I don't fool with her like that. Okay.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
Taj
see.
is a Taurus.
Yeah, Taj is a Taurus. Candy is a Taurus. Tamika is a Scorpio. Latasha is a Libra, which I'm very surprised about. Um.
I know some Libras who be acting like that sometimes.
Oh well, yeah. Um. Coco is a Gemini. And let me see. I don't
And
know
my
what
cousin,
Lily is. I think is Lily a Cancer?
I'm
I
about to
think
look
she.
right now.
Okay, I think she is a Cancer. I'm not sure. I know
Cancer,
Tiny is a
they ain't got
Cancer.
no Pisces around it. That's their problem. They ain't got no Pisces around there to
And they
deliver
ain't got
back.
no Aries. What?
Right. That's
Chad ain't got
they
none of our signs up there.
Let me
I
see.
want to say Lily a Cancer, but I think that's Tiny. I know Tiny is a Cancer, but I don't know about Lily. I don't
What
know.
is July 17th? A Cancer?
Yeah, that's a Cancer.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's a cat.
Someone said the moon sign is the most important one. T. It's how a person responds emotionally. So don't be hard on Gemini. Well, I'm a Taurus moon,
Yeah, me and
so
Scotty got the same moon sign.
I'm a Taurus moon.
Listen,
You know,
I
we.
dated a Gemini. His birthday was June 5th. Fuck him.
Oh well, you know, my youngest brother is a Gemini, and he was born June 11th.
So, see, Scotty know what I mean. Fuck him.
Oh my goodness. So when Taj was saying whatever internal issues you guys got, it should not be that bad that you guys cannot work through it. Here go Tasha. Here come Run Tasha. I'm sorry. It's not even about that. It's about peace at the end of the day, and it's about communication, and we don't really do that. And here come Coco. Well, we don't really be communicating either, but we just get on the stage and do our thing and get to that coin. I'm like, yes, you better talk. You better
I
do
was
it. You
on
better.
Coco's side. I was on Coco's side from the standpoint of we can work on our issues. We can, because we've been in this since the 90s. Before social media and all of that, we can work on it. However, we need bills paid today.
Right.
So I'm going to need for you to put that on the back burner and we can fight afterwards. That's what Lily was trying to explain to Escape. And I understood what she was saying. Y'all can argue about that at another time, but y'all bills need to be paid today. So get over that shit.
Right. I mean, listen, when we did the panel, I said this before. One night we did the panel, I was furious as hell at Reggie. One night we did the panel. And I had to be up there with him. I didn't want to be up there with him, but I sure the fuck came to work though.
Don't you call out Reggie.
I told him that. He said, I didn't know you was mad at me. I said, because I'm here to do my job. I ain't have to talk to you after it was over. I was furious with him that day too. Ooh, I was so mad. I was so mad with him that day. But I
Period.
came up and I showed up to work. You know, sometimes some days you may not be feeling each other and you gotta come to work. You know what I
Right,
mean? You gotta put
Yeah.
that shit to the side and come to work.
right.
Let's see. And then Taj sound like me. Cause Taj had asked Tasha, do you even want to work through the issue? I'm like, girl, you better ask her. You better ask her. Cause she act like she don't
Let's get
like
to it. Let's get to
she
the meat
act
and
like she don't
potatoes.
want to work through the problem. She wants to be mad, honey. She wants to be upset. Like that's what she's giving. She gives I
Well,
want to be mad.
well, playing devil's advocate,
Oh
and
Lord.
I don't do that often. I don't do that often.
You
But
know.
playing devil's advocate, do you think that she wants to be mad, or do you think there's a genuine reason as to why Tasha feels the way she feels?
She want to be mad, child.
I was just asking. I was
That's
just
a good
asking. I mean,
question.
I
And
don't
I
know. I
can,
was just asking.
I mean, she mad about alleged body shaming. You can get over that.
that's
Yeah, but
true.
you know what? Speaking, and I'm glad you brought that up. I do understand a little bit, a small bit of where Latasha is coming from because, much like she said, when they first came, nobody really knew her name. They just knew her as the big girl that could sing.
Right.
So I kind of understand where Tasha's coming from, but then again, I don't because that's been so long ago, and you know your sister. So do you really believe your sister would be low down enough to straight up body shame you, or do you really, or do you know that it was a figure of speech, but the cameras is running, we're on a reality show, so I'm gonna turn it into a much more bigger thing than what it actually is.
Mm.
Mm.
That's a good point,
That's
too.
my question for her.
That's a really good
Mm.
point. Only time will tell. Hopefully, she'll really go. In a future episode, she'll explain why she's really feeling the way that she's feeling. And if we don't get an explanation, then girl, you need to just get over it.
Well, Mona Scott did Speak on It with Candy, and she mentioned that they should do a reunion for this season. I'm here
They
for it.
should.
They
I'm
need
here
to.
They
for it.
That would
should.
be
They
good.
should.
That would be good.
They
I
should.
am here for it. And it don't need to be no limited series. Bring the motherfucking shit back. I don't care what nobody say.
Mhm.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Yeah.
Cause look how much fun we're having up here. We didn't
I
have
was having
fun.
a blast.
We
I
didn't
had
have
this was
fun last time we did this. We wasn't having fun.
maybe I was ready to just dip out. But I said, "Now y'all
Listen,
my boys. I'm not gonna do y'all like that. I'm
we
not gonna
wasn't
leave
having
y'all."
fun doing this. We was not having fun at all. And Mims be telling me we should go back and do it again for Love and Marriage Huntsville.
No, I think we need to just keep like for us three, just fun spin-off shows.
Yes,
Everything
because
that's
it shows our personalities better. And I think that doing Love and Marriage Huntsville really brought out the worst in us. Because
let's not talk.
we're not gonna go there, child. I don't even want to watch. I don't even watch them old Love and Marriage Hunt. Like the only time, like I watch old roast review episodes, especially the Portia episodes.
Man,
Those were the best.
them Porsche ones was lit.
But
Ooh,
I do watch the Candy and the Gang ones that we did. But when it starts getting into Love and Marriage Hunt, it's okay. That's my cue. I'm not watching no more. I'm good.
Period.
But
Period.
but anyways, Tiny was like, well, we need to have a conversation so we can work through the drama. Here go Latasha. I'm sorry. Here comes Run Tasha. I'm sorry. She says, one conversation isn't going to solve the problem. Nobody said one conversation is going to solve the problem, Tasha. See, that's the thing. You're trying to make it bigger than what it is. Go seek therapy. That's what Coco, Lily, and Taj did on their very first reality show. They went and saw a therapist. Y'all need therapy.
yeah, they do.
Y'all
Y'all better
really
pull a
did.
7. Y'all better do a season 7 with all them girls on the Housewives with them. Nene was mad as fuck. She got left with them there.
Y'all better go see Dr. Jeff, honey. Okay.
Hell no, don't see his ass.
And Tasha was like, what if I don't want to go on tour? Then don't go then. Don't go. Just don't go. You get this
But I
little.
mean, other than that, what money was she? What does Rocky do?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What does he do?
He triggered me when in
Well,
the preview when he was talking to Tasha about what he said. You know, look at them and look what you got going on. Like what?
Like, what does she have going on besides a bootleg record deal with Motown Gospel?
Ooh.
Then she just put out her new gospel song a couple of days ago to coincide with the show.
Girl, don't nobody want to hear no damn gospel songs. Like, we not in that era no more, girl. We don't want to hear no gospel songs. Leave your gospel songs
Not
with
from
you
her.
and yourself in your prayer closet, girl.
I like a little gospel song, a little,
I mean, don't get me wrong. Listen. I love me a gospel song here and there, but do I want to hear a gospel song from Tamika? I mean, from Latasha from Xscape? No.
The
I
only
felt the
gospel song I
same
want to
way
hear them
with,
singing is My Living in Vain, child.
yeah, like I felt the same way with Michelle Williams and I heard a word saying.
I was just about to sing that, T. Oh my God. I got that album too.
A gospel album. The only song I know is "Say Yes."
alone. That would ease my troubled
But see,
mind.
I let Michelle have that
It's
because
good.
I get it. Now, Latasha, no ma'am. No, we don't want to hear from you,
I
girl.
don't want to hear no gospel music from no
Mm,
damn Latasha. I just don't
no,
want to hear
not
it.
at all.
Like,
No,
Kelly
but
Price tried that. Ask her how it worked for her.
I mean, but she does have a good churchy voice, though. But you're right. The gospel
who?
music
Kelly
part,
Price.
yes. But the gospel
Yeah,
music
Kelly
part,
Price's voice is suitable for gospel. I could see that. But you know, Coco did good with gospel. She got
because
Grammy nominations for her gospel music. But
mm-hmm.
Yeah, but did she win?
Oh, T, T.
That's the thing. Did she win?
did she have to
Absolutely not.
win? Did she have to
Yes,
win?
she does. Yes, she does. Because you came from a multi-platinum female girl group from the early 90s. You most definitely. We are expecting you to win, Coco,
Why?
because
SWV
you,
never won no damn Grammy. So what make you
yeah,
think she
but
gonna win?
because Coco was the actual singer of the group. No shade to Taj, no shade to Lily, but Coco was
Did
the
Lily have any
singer of the
solos?
group.
Hmm?
Uh,
Did Lily have any solos?
Yeah.
I hope not.
She did. She had a solo on the New Beginning album. It's called Don't Waste Your Time, written by Faith Evans. I think it's number 16 on the album. Go listen to it. It's actually pretty good.
New
Well, you know
beginnings.
what? Just because Faith Evans wrote it for you, Lily, I'll let you have it. Only because of Faith will I let you have it. But Coco was the singer of SWV, and Coco and and Lily and Taj were the Pips. Let's just be honest. All right, they was Kelly and Michelle, unbeknownst to them. Let's
But
just be
wait,
honest.
didn't they did win a Grammy for If Only You Knew the cover, or that just
No, they
nominated?
was nominated,
No,
but they didn't
they was
win.
nominated, but they didn't. They
Oh,
should have. Now I won't mad at them for winning the nomination. I wanted
Hey,
them to win.
Tramel.
hey Tramel.
Are we going to see you
Ain't you,
tomorrow night
man?
for the Chasing Dallas review? Because we added you to the group.
That's Thursday night.
Oh,
It's
shit. It is
Tuesday.
Thursday.
Today's
I'm just
Tuesday.
ready for the
I
show to come on,
did
child.
not like Coco's one and only album. I didn't like it.
To my
The
hot
only
cocoa.
songs, the only songs on Coco's first album that I truly like to this day
Probably sunshine and
was
trifling.
Sunshine, Trifling, and Ain't Feeling You. I did like Ain't Feeling You. That was the only three songs on her album that I liked.
I didn't even know she. I thought the only solo album that she had was Grateful. I thought for real, no shade, no shade. I thought that was the only solo album she had.
It is Thursday, Tremere. That was my dumb ass, child. But
Sunshine, Ain't Feeling You, and Trifling was off her very first album back in '99.
I ain't gonna lie, Sunshine was my song, honey. That was my
Sunshine
shit.
was my
Never heard of
shit.
it.
I love Sunshine.
That was
I
my
might
song.
I heard of it on Pandora or something.
But
Yeah.
the next scene was SWV. They went to South Africa to perform. Hey, really B, they went to South Africa to perform for some
Hey, really
prince. They
big.
got a 6-figure job. Yes, that's why I love SWV. Child, they gonna get to that coin. They don't give a fuck
Get
if
to the
they
You
are.
go
They gonna get to
better.
that 6-figure
They're gonna
coin,
two-stepping
honey.
You
on,
go
two-step away.
better.
Mhm.
Right, they're gonna 2-step their ass for that damn prince and get sing them damn songs and get that check at the end of the day. So we get into Candy and Todd. They discuss the escape drama, and Todd feels like it's 4 egos. He said y'all them '90s women, y'all got them egos. So, but y'all got to get it together. Like y'all got to come together for the
You
right
have
reason.
to.
And then Candy said Tamika used to be a yes man for Tasha. Like she used to be
I
a
agree.
yes man. Like everything Tasha said, she went with. Everything that Tasha did, she went with. Even if she was right
I
or
agree.
wrong, she would still go with it. Even if she was wrong, she'll still follow her lead. And
I
now
agree.
she's speaking up for herself, and it's a different situation. I see what Candy talking about because when you're used to somebody just being a not really a pick me, but just following along with everything,
Yeah.
then when they finally speak up, it's like, oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So she used to Tamika following behind everything that Tasha had going on. You feel what I'm saying? And then Todd suggests group therapy, which we just said. Now, what y'all opinion is on that particular scene with Candy and Todd? Any thoughts about what they said? Anything y'all agree or disagree with?
Y'all need to leave Todd alone. Because there was people under my comment that was like, what is Todd trying to do with his goatee? He think that look good. He think he young. He think he did. Let me tell you something.
It
Todd
look
look
good.
good as a motherfucker for
He
damn near to
do.
be
He
50.
look good.
Todd look good as shit. I don't know. Listen, I get that people don't want to like Candy for whatever y'all reasons are, because I still don't know what the reason is.
Because of
But
Phaedra and Portia and Nene. Them the only
but
people that hate her so
don't.
much.
I mean, fine, but don't come at Todd. Todd looked
Right.
damn good to be damn near 50 years old. He looked damn good.
He do.
So don't y'all do like I kept seeing that and it bugged me. Like people want to not like Candy, but I still don't. Fuck Phaedra. She not even a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta no more. She around there with Married to Medicine. Yeah, I saw that T.
Uh-huh.
So
I
y'all
did.
could forget that altogether. Y'all stop liking Candy for Phaedra. For what? Phaedra not here no more.
Y'all gonna
And
have to get
please
over that,
don't give
honey.
Todd all of that because Todd look better than a lot of y'all damn husbands with y'all husbands pot bellies and uncircumcised dicks and all the rest of that shit. That
Now,
ain't
T.
Todd, so don't get mad with
Ooh, T,
Candy
they
like
gonna
that.
get your ass,
I don't
boy.
give a damn. I don't care because I won't liking that. Like people didn't like Todd because they just don't want to like Candy, and it's like stop that shit.
And
Stop it.
and they was sitting up there blaming her for everything when the show came on. And I'm like, she ain't doing nothing. What is she doing? That's
Right.
like, what is she doing that's so wrong right now? What is she doing? So, child, I don't pay them folks no mind at this point. I don't give a damn. I love me some Candy, and I don't care how nobody feel
Me
about it.
too.
The only
Somebody
people, like I
came under
said,
the
the only
comment.
people that don't like Candy are Nene fans, Portia fans,
Yeah,
and Phaedra fans. Them the
yeah.
only three fan bases that hate her so much. And I say screw them, because I love me some Candy. She ain't did nothing to me.
Yeah. I had
So
Candy
people
ain't
that
really do
came under
nothing.
my comments
Yeah.
trying to diminish what Candy and Tiny, for that matter, did. Well, if they write songs and they write hits like that, then why didn't Escape? Da, 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 da. Girl, is you kidding me?
right, they kill me with that. They love to try to downplay her all the time.
Don't downplay Candy. She wrote some good hits for Destiny Child. She did Pink. There
There
you
you
go.
go. Look
Right.
at
I like
Pink.
that song. That's when Pink was black, you know.
Not when she was
I'm
black.
weak.
Y'all thought she was a light-skinned black woman. Then my mama said, who's this black woman on the radio? I
Oh
remember that.
God.
She white? Let me stop. You know how grannies are, grandparents are.
But
That was because Candy.
like I said in my review, I said, they for me coming from Run Tasha like I am, they're gonna swear up and down Candy paying me, Candy paying you. The only reason why Candy, I don't know why you saying that because of Candy. Candy gave you an interview, so that's why you trying. Girl, I've been dragging Run Tasha. What are you talking about?
You gonna
I've
be
been
all up
dragging her
in
for years.
you gonna be all up in lipstick. And look at this, y'all. This is promoted by Candy. this whole thing is promoted by Candy. She paying it.
Exactly, child. Swear I'm getting paid. They're gonna swear I'm getting paid by Candy. They already tried to say I was getting
I
paid by
bet her
Monique.
team. Right. I bet her team
They
made the
damn
whole
sure
rap.
did. I forgot about that.
Right. And then you remember they were trying to say me and T were getting paid by Monique and shit. And I never heard from Monique a day in my life. Never got a DM from
Sorry
her
to
or
this
nothing.
woman. I don't know who's. Sorry to this woman.
I listen, cause they act like I never say nothing about Candy. The way I drug her on Candy and the gang, and she still shouted me out. Like, girl, child. Let me see. They said folks was hating that you got a gift box from Candy.
But a lot of content creators did. So, you know.
Yeah. They were trying to say, folks were trying to say that she was buying us. Cause I think I got one. Ashley got one. C. Diggy got one. Bundy got one. They were all coming at us like child by
Rock's got one
anyway.
too. And now,
But
what
I'm
so what
glad
y'all gonna say
y'all
about
brought
Rock?
that up because Candy, I ain't get a goddamn thing. And I was
No,
like,
T. Our time is
why they
coming.
get one and I don't get one?
It's our time is coming.
I knew he was for to say that.
Bitch, I didn't get a goddamn thing, and I reviewed y'all tired ass show. See, that's why I ain't reviewing it again for second season. That right there, I ain't reviewing a goddamn thing.
Oh my god! But y'all should go to Blaze. Blaze was actually pretty good. It was better than the OLG. Definitely better. I enjoyed it. So after that, we get into the scene that we all been waiting to get into, and that's the scene with the mama.
Let's
So
get into it.
Run Tasha shows up and shut up, T. She shows up and Gloria is happy to see her, and then they discuss communication, and Gloria was like, I'm all about communication. That's the reason why I called you and Tamika over here, because we need to discuss this. It's all about communication. And I'm like, girl, bye. This was anything but communication. Okay. So Tamika is in her BMW with her daughter, Ocean. They're driving over there, and Tamika already feeling some type of ways about going over there. And Tamika said, I love my mama to death, but I feel like I feel like Run Tasha is her favorite child. That's how I feel. I think that's her favorite child. And I
It
definitely
is.
feel that that is her favorite child. Because
It is.
even when she called Tamika to come over, she had already made it up in her mind what side she was going to be on.
Right.
Because you feel what I'm saying? It's like you heard Tasha's side first already, so that's the side I'm gonna run with. I already know Tamika did something, so I'm gonna get her ass together pretty much. That's how it
Agree.
sounds to me. So then
Agree.
Tamika and Ocean comes over, and when Ocean comes over there, she speaks to her auntie Tasha, and then when Tasha walks over to Tamika to hug her, Tamika like, we giving hugs now? And then he go run Tasha. What do you mean? We always give hugs. Are you serious?
Not when she was being shady as hell at the restaurant.
Know what I'm saying? Y'all was just at the bed of me, and you want to sit up here and act like you didn't like, girl, you didn't want to talk to your sister. So what you mean y'all always give hugs? Like, girl, what are you talking about? So when Tamika explains her side of the story, Gloria mouthed off talking about she just jealous. When she did that,
I hated that.
I was
Go ahead.
like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, I hate.
no, ma'am. Then after Tamika got done telling her the side of the story, her mama decides to be very passive aggressive and say, you should get an Academy Award.
Like I said, the reason why the mama is so much on Tasha's side is because Tasha and Rocky has broke her off some of the 30K that they stole from Tamika.
Period.
I believe every solitary single goddamn word of what Tamika said.
I
Tamika
believe
not
it
gonna
too.
get up here on national TV and straight up lie on her sister and her mama. I don't believe that. But I'm gonna tell you something. I don't even think it was Tamika that stole the money. I think it was Rocky.
You think
That's
it's
what I think.
you think it's Rocky that stole the money.
I think
Mm,
it's Rocky
the
and
black
Latasha
chicken.
is just gonna stand by her man. That's
Mm,
what I think. Because
mm,
Latasha already has issues. She already
Mm-hmm.
has trust issues and things about her weight and so on and so forth. And men like Rocky, they prey on shit like that. And I believe that he was just like, well, listen, ain't no big deal. Your sister don't know. And even if she do, you could just deny the shit. And she's
Mm-hmm.
just like, okay, baby, fine, I'll go on ahead and do it. Because in my opinion, I feel like Tasha don't think she can do no better than Rocky. That's what I think. I
Mm.
Mm,
think that he
that's
got
deep.
her to thinking, you can't do no better than me. So whatever it is that I do or I go for or
Mm,
whatever, just go along with it and she's gonna do it.
that is really deep, T. Damn.
I never
Yeah,
would have
I
that's
thought
how
never
about
I
it
thought of
see
like
it like
that.
it.
that. That's a good ass analogy because I think the way how everything was portrayed, especially in the past, how he was, kind of controlling her and kind of turning her and her group members against each other. He does give me very emotionally, he plays like it's like he plays the strings from behind
Mm-hmm.
the.
Yep, yep.
That's a really good analogy. Mm.
Yeah, that's a very good analogy because I never would have thought about it like that, like at all. I never would have thought about it like that. So he got a point because if you look at their unsung,
I
Rocky
remember.
always been the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
He's always been the
yep,
issue.
yep.
So it's kind of like that's why when people be trying to say, and I don't want to keep making this about Candy, giving people a reason to say what we saying they will say. But when people, that's why I always say, if you don't know if you're not a real Escape fan and you don't know the backstory, you need to just shut the f up and stop saying that it's all about Candy because Candy is not. Candy got some shit with her. Absolutely. But at the
Yes.
same time, we're not going to sit up here and act like Tasha is not a part of the problem. She's a part of the problem
Right,
because her husband is a part of the damn problem. He gets
right,
involved in their shit. Even
He does.
Tamika
right,
said it in one of the previews for the show. Her husband is always in our business. Her husband is the reason why it was only three of them touring last year because he threatened the promoter.
Mm.
He threatened the promoter, and Tasha sided with her husband. But the rest of them said,
like
we
a
got to get this
dummy.
money.
She's stupid.
Her husband is going to be the reason why she fails. Like,
Yeah,
if you look, I suggest that y'all too, when y'all get up off of here, go look at Candy speak on it with Mona Scott. Cause it's so damn good.
Okay.
First of all, I want y'all to
I
know
gotta
that
watch it. I'm gonna watch
it's
it
so
tonight.
good. She basically said that in a nutshell. She said this is history repeating itself.
Mm.
Every time the group get together, Tasha always want to fly off and go solo every time. And when she goes solo, when she gets ready to go solo, she started acting a certain way towards them. She started treating them a certain type of way. And that's what she's doing now. Because she always thought that it was something bigger and better for her outside of this group. But in our reality, it never was. Girl, what did you do after Escape? What? Sing
Tasha.
the hook on Lil Bow Wow? All I wanna do is see your bounce, baby. That's all you did? Okay,
Oh,
you did
you
another
sung that?
song.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You did another song with Jay
Mhm.
Shine called One Night Stand. I barely remember that shit. You know, you was running all over the place like you was in Olympics in that damn song too. Then you did Thug Holiday with Trick Daddy, the most notable thing that you did. And then most people don't even know this, but in 2003, she put out a song called Still Ghetto. They was playing it on the radio down here, and I actually have it on my phone. She released a
Mm.
solo album called Solo Flight. It only was released in Atlanta.
Oh,
Let me tell you something.
and I'm looking on Wikipedia. You are 100% correct, Scotty. Yes.
Boom.
That's because
Solo Flight
Tasha's
404.
spirit. That's because Tasha's spirit is not right. I keep
Hmm.
trying to tell people that
Mm-hmm.
when your spirit is not right and you're trying to mess over people like in the worst way, you can't expect anything good to come out of it. That's and that's why Tasha's solo career didn't work. It wasn't that because she can't sing, because she can.
Hmm.
Tasha and Tamika were the best singers in
Out
Escape,
the
and I don't
group.
care what
Mm-hmm.
nobody says.
And then Tiny.
Tasha and Tamika were the singers. Yes, Tamika could sing. Yes, Candy could sing, but not like Tamika and Tasha. But because her intentions were bad and it was evil and it was shrouded in like selflessness and stuff like that, that's why it did not work. Just like Coco. There's no reason why Coco could not have gone solo. She is the singer at SWV, but why
Mm-hmm.
didn't it happen? Because of the way that she did them. She was nasty, she was empty, she was trifling, she was. And
Mm-hmm.
them girls did not deserve that. And that's why she didn't get nowhere. As great of a singer that she is, she could not make it without them two. And it's the same way as it is with Latasha. You're not going to make it without Tamika, Tiny, and Candy. That's just the way that it is. Sorry, Pooh. You not
And may I
Beyonce.
also
Beyonce can make it without Kelly and Michelle. You couldn't.
right. And then may I also add that I feel like that Tamika at that time was in a bad spot because at the end of the day, that's your sister. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And you're going to
Yep.
stand behind blood between anything. And I feel like that now Tamika has some time to kind of self-reflect over the past years to realize, like, hey, like at the end of the day, I'm my own woman. I'm gonna get my own money. Sis, I love you, but you are like I had some time to reflect, girl. You're the reason why we not popping like we should be. And that's okay.
Mhm. That's why Tasha did not make it. Her attitude and her spirit is not right. She got to fix that. But at this point, it's too late, bitch. You down there 50. We don't want to hear from no 50 new age ass artists. No God.
Well, let me play bubbles really quick. I was about to say nothing is too late in God's timing. Whenever you get it, for real, it's never too late in God's timing. You know, if you have some time to reflect and honestly just like, okay, let me change the way my mindset on things. God will bless you, but you have to see it first and believe it first.
It's
But
the
that's all I
but
was saying.
but my thing about Run Tasha is that
God.
it's you want to because in a group, okay, it's only so much you can do in a group, right?
Right.
So there are times where you want to branch out and do something on your own when you're in a group, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? It's nothing wrong with wanting to go out because there may be some things that your group members don't want to do. It's the same thing that was going on with TLC. Remember, Left Eye wanted to go solo because there was some things
Mhm.
that T-Boz and Chili may not have wanted to do, and they was down for her doing her own thing, but don't leave the group. You can go, like in the words of T-Boz, you can go solo, but just don't quit on us. It's a lot of things
Right.
that Left Eye probably wanted to do that TLC as a group probably didn't want to do. It probably wouldn't be a part of the brand, so she wanted to go and do what she wanted to do. It's okay, Tasha, if you want to go solo and do something that you want to do, but don't go try to go solo and then try to step on other folks to get what you want to get and try to
But
be a bitch
would
about it.
would we love Left Eye just Lisa without, you know what I'm saying, Tion and Rosanda? That's my only thing. Yes, we love TLC, and yes, we love Lisa Left Eye Lopez as a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
But with Supernova, because that was her album
It
that was
was.
released, whatever. Would
Mhm, which was good.
Supernova have done the exact same damage that Crazy in Love from Beyonce back in 2003 would have done?
No, no.
Good, yeah.
I mean, did y'all hear the first song, the first single she put out there, Block Party song? That's probably the worst song I ever heard in my life. And
Wait a
we
minute,
were
it had
dancing
some
all
good
night long.
dance
We were
moves.
dancing all night long. Like, girl, what?
It did have some good dance moves. Okay, I was here for the dancing. I give it that
That song
But
was
she was
terrible,
very
T. You know
creative.
it was.
But she had a very creative eye, and I feel
She
like that
did.
she would have definitely went far, you know, in music.
Now, T-Boz solo song, My Getaway from the Rugrats soundtrack. Now, that was my song.
It
Mm-hmm.
was. Get away, Smash.
We can have a barbecue.
Where T went?
Where did he go?
Shay just popped off.
He gonna come back.
Right.
He gonna come back. But
But no,
it's like,
I like her solo songs.
yeah, like I like T-Boz solo song, but it's like Tasha could really be somewhere. There you go. Hold on, wait a minute. Like T said, it's not that Tasha can't sing, because she can.
Mm-hmm.
It's the attitude. You're not gonna get nowhere with a fucked up ass attitude. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. Now, I feel like her mother is really the reason why she got this diva attitude, because
I
she
agree.
she told her that told her that her own sister was jealous of her.
I didn't agree with that at
And
all.
that's
And
sad.
it's go ahead, Jojo.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. Finish what you're about to say.
Oh, you telling her she jealous of you. She jealous of you. Your own mama telling you your own sister jealous of you, so now you're gonna feel like everybody jealous of your ass. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, just for families to actually do that. Like, I know so many families, y'all, especially mothers and grandmothers, who kind of manipulate their grandkids and their children. And I feel like at the end of the day, like, why are we keep passing down that trauma? You know what I'm saying? As far as you could tell that she had her favorites, like you said, the mama always had her favorites and made Tamika feel any type of way, and you still doing it, and you still gaslighting her for what?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a sad case, you know.
And when
And
Tamika said, I've been having to do this all my life, I feel so bad for her. Cause I
Me
believe
yeah,
too.
it.
me too.
I
I believe it
believe
too.
I believe this. I agree with Bondi too, because yeah, I listened to her whole review, child. She was like, she said it could have been a situation where Latasha was the most reserved child. Tamika was the rebel. If you notice, Tamika was the one that had a baby early.
That's right.
Like
Mhm.
what, 17, 18, 19 somewhere years old. She had a baby when she was a teenager. Latasha didn't have no baby when she was a teenager. Tamika has always been the one with the big personality. She was the rebel. She was probably the one that was very boisterous, very, speaking her mind all the time. Well, Latasha was more insecure, um, a little bit more refined in a sense, a little bit more closed off, so to speak. And a lot of the times when you're a child and you got a big personality, you are the one that they look at as the bad one. When you're the one that speak up, you're looked at as the bad one. And as I said on my review, because I felt myself going to another place, and I know that some of my family members watch my videos and they'll get mad at what the fuck I said, but I'm gonna say it again. It's not necessarily my father or my mother with that. It's the elder. And when I say the elder, I think you know where I'm going with this, because y'all know my story. The elder.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that speaks up to the elder. I'm the one that tells the truth about the elder. I'm the one that calls the shit for what it is, which is bullshit about the elder. So because I'm the one that does it, I get treated a certain type of way.
Mm.
I'm the lowest on the totem pole when it comes down to that.
I can
I'm the
see that.
one, yeah, I'm the one that gets treated in a fucked up way. And then I'm the one that gets gaslit when I defend myself. The same way Tamika was gaslit when she was defending herself and calling out the favoritism. And a lot of the times when you call out the favoritism, they get upset when you call out the favoritism, because they don't want to be looked at as someone that's favoring a child. But you are.
You
And when
are.
you
But you are.
see it, they don't want you to see that shit. They don't want you to speak on that shit either. And like I said, I'm the one that speaks up when I have been told that I respect you because you're the only one out of all of us that spoke up to the elder. You would say that behind their back, but if you said that in front of them, you would never say that in front of the elder. You would say behind the elder back that you respect because I'm the one that speaks up. Something that child can't do.
Right.
It's the thing that I was raised on. I feel like this. If I can hold my mama accountable when she's wrong or when she's wronged me, or if I can hold my father accountable, the fuck make you think I can't hold you accountable when you do something to me
And you do wrong. Yeah.
or when you make me feel a certain type of way? So that's why at the age of 34, I don't give a fuck if it's family. If I ain't got no peace around you, I ain't fucking with you.
Yeah, you should.
I ain't coming around you. I ain't doing none of that. And some people want you to do that. And it's toxic, especially with older people. It's very toxic because whenever you speak your mind and your piece against them, they automatically call it disrespect. You disrespected me. You disrespected me. They love to throw around that disrespect word. And it's not disrespect. It's just that they come from an era where children were to be seen and not heard. They're not allowed to speak their mind. They're not allowed to have this. They're not allowed to have that. So when
Well,
we
listen,
now that we're growing up, we have the courage to speak up, and they can't handle that. Go ahead, T.
that never worked with me because when somebody tried that shit with me, and I be even like when I graduated college or whatever the case may be, and I had some family members tried that with me. Well, I'm your aunt or I'm your uncle, bitch. Fuck you. Okay. I'm
Period. Okay.
24 years old. I'm a registered nurse, and I take care of my motherfucking self. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Mm-hmm.
If I've never called you in a day of my life to ask you for a goddamn thing, bitch, fuck you. That's
Mm-hmm.
the way I used to carry it because my whole thing is I'm not like the rest of them. The rest of them will kiss your ass like that, but bitch, that ain't me. And that has
Mm-hmm.
always been me. Even when I was younger, I was always the one that didn't give a damn that I had a smart mouth. I didn't give a shit when it came to some uncles or some aunties or whatever the case may be, bitch. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't did a goddamn thing for me. And that's the way that I would carry it. And it just is what it is. And a lot of aunties or uncles or whatever, they treated me like the black
Grandparent.
sheep because, yeah, they treated me like the black sheep because they wasn't used to that. But oh well. I don't give a damn what you used to. I'm telling you what you not gonna do to me. You could do that to my brother. You could do that to my cousins. You could do that to anybody else. I'm telling you what you not gonna do to Terrence Smith. I
Period.
don't give a damn what you do to
Montana.
nobody else. So
Right.
that's the way that I've always carried it. When I turned 18, I was in college. I paid for my own shit. I had my own degree. I was doing for myself. So I never allowed nobody to just say whatever they wanted to say to me because they my aunt. Bitch, fuck you. And
And that's how I feel too, because I feel like this. If you wasn't in my life like that to begin with, you ain't got no right to tell me anything. You have no idea of the things that I went through in my life, the things that went on with me, because you didn't care enough as a elder to check in and see about anything. You didn't attend nobody's high school graduations.
right,
You didn't attend
right,
nobody's college graduations. But what you
right.
did was you attended everybody else shit.
Yep,
Right.
yep.
Well, my background is just a little bit more different because I was the reserve one growing up. I did not have a backbone. I didn't know boundaries. I didn't know how to speak up for myself until I got like maybe in my teenager years. So me and my aunt used to butt heads because my mom and dad were just not available and not around. And me, my brother, and my sister had to stay with my aunt. And me and my aunt used to bump heads because she always tried to dictate and like turn me and my brother and sister apart and go back and spread
Yeah,
lies. And one day I just told her, like,
yeah.
you gotta chill.
Mm-hmm.
Then she went on this whole tirade, y'all. You can't go talk to me like that. You done lost your mama, set it up. Called the whole family members and then put this whole thing around me like I was just the worst person on this earth. People in that
Mm-hmm.
generation definitely does that, and it needs to stop. And I'm glad that this generation is being more open-minded and having those type of conversations so the generational trauma does not repeat itself.
I agree with that. Cause this whole notion of because I'm the elder, I'm the uncle, I'm the aunt, I'm the grandma, you can't say nothing to me when I disrespect you. You can't say nothing to me when I hurt your feelings. You got to take it and deal with it. No,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah,
No. The fuck
Yeah.
I'm taking it for?
I
You
had aunts that tried that, and I cussed their
yeah.
asses out from the rooter to the tutor.
that you,
And then they'll call my mama. I said, "What you calling my mama for? What she gonna do? Beat me, bitch? I'm grown."
That's what I'm
And they'll
saying.
call my mama. And you know what mama would say? Well, what did you do to him? Cause he not just gonna say that to you for no reason. Like, what happened? And then that's when the issue will come. But see, that's why I carry the level of respect for my mom. And I can see now that Tamika don't have that with her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe, from what I've seen, I believe that it could have very well been Latasha's issue, and the mama just took up for Latasha out of nowhere. And I believe that the mama will call cousins, other relatives, other this and that, and trying to make it seem as if it was all Tamika instead of I believe every word of that. After seeing this, I believe every word of it. And that's why I said in my review, Mama G, it's best that you stay out of it because you have a biasness. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
shit that's not gonna work.
It's gonna make it worse. You're adding
It is.
fuel to the fire. You are. You're adding fuel to the fire.
That's what they fail to realize. It's like, and when you call it out, what I don't understand about this whole thing is that when you call out the favoritism and shit, they get so mad with you. They get so
Mhm.
mad and they want to call it, they want to deem it as disrespect. No, I'm calling it as I see it. You got favorites, and I'm not your
Mhm.
favorite. And it's okay. I don't have to be.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I don't have to be your favorite. I'm not here to be your fucking favorite. You didn't
Mhm.
raise me. You didn't do shit for me. The people that did the one that raised me was my mother. That's who raised me. Now, me and my father have a better relationship these days, but he did not raise me. My mother did it by herself. Now, my dad and I are good now. We have the best relationship, but his
Yeah.
elder, y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be delicate with it because you already know. I can't do that. Like,
Mhm.
I can't do that because it's clear to me. I'm not stupid. I know what it is. People don't realize how they make you feel sometimes as a child. Like,
Mhm.
what? Because I started
Yeah.
speaking my mind about how they made me feel when I was a teenager. I called them all out on being deadbeats and not being there. They were mad. And I said this before. I told this story many, many times. In my earlier days on YouTube, I did a video and I was talking about all my grandparents. Because I think did either one of you guys have relationships with y'all grandparents?
I have
Yeah.
an okay relationship with my grandma. Toxic to hell, but I have an okay relationship. I know how to deal with her.
Okay. So I've never had a relationship with none of my grandparents.
Mm.
None of them. I wouldn't know what it's like to have a relationship with a grandparent. I didn't have one with my dad's mom. I didn't have one with my dad's dad, and he lived in the same city as me and around the block, and I didn't even know him like that. My mom's mom, because my mother and her mom, they didn't have a relationship because my grandmother didn't raise my mama. My grandmother gave my mother away to her mother when my mother was 6 weeks old on up. So she was abusive. You know, they didn't have a relationship. And my mom's dad, my mama didn't even meet her dad until she was 16
Mm.
and didn't see him again until she had me at 23 and didn't see him again until I was 17 when we found him. And even then, I never had a relationship with him. So it's like I did a video saying that I was talking about my life without grandparents. And I was speaking about all four of my grandparents. I
Mm.
never had a relationship with them. And I spoke on I spoke my true feelings about that. And when I did that, my cousins and my siblings were mad at me for it. Like they got mad with me. They got mad with me over my dad's mom or whatever. They got mad because I spoke my truth about my relationship with her. And what I was trying to explain to them was I didn't do the video to bash them. I did the video because that's my truth. And
Yeah.
there's people out there that understands what I'm saying. But they didn't hear what I had to say because they had a relationship with her.
They want.
You know, they grew up with her. She did things for them. She attended their graduations and things of that nature. But on the other end, that didn't happen for me. And I didn't really know her like that. So that was the truth. So
Yeah.
in my eyes, they were favored, you know? And I mean, it is what it is.
Well,
They were,
don't feel bad.
you know?
Don't feel bad. That's just like me. Like I told people, I'm adopted. My Joy saying is my really my great aunt. I
Mhm.
know my real mom. You know what I'm saying? I know my maternal mom, I know my maternal grandmom, and so on and so forth. But I felt the same way you did, Scotty. Growing up, I was the only child that my mama didn't raise. She
Mhm.
raised all seven, well, eight of my other brothers and sisters. I'm the second oldest. It was me and my brother Tim. Tim is the oldest. I'm second after him. And I have other brothers and sisters I've never met them. And she's raised all of them, including my older brother, but me. So I totally understand where you come from with that. Even with me, even in my 35 years of living, I still got issues with that. It doesn't bother me as much as it used to, but
Mhm.
there's still some days where it's like, well, damn, my mama, your great aunt ain't here no more. And where you at? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I totally get and I totally can relate to how you feel, not, you know what I'm saying, having that type of stability or that type of respect, or you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I relate to you with that on so many levels. I totally get
And the part that you just said when you said it doesn't bother you as much today, that's how I feel now. I've accepted it. I've accepted the fact that we will never be close. It's been 35, it's been
Right.
34 years. We will never be
Yep.
close. Time has passed. We're all grown at this point. It's never gonna be what it was with my other siblings. It will never be what it. I would never have that same relationship that they had with
Hmm.
four of my siblings because they grew up around you. You did a lot for them. You attended everything that they did. You had a close relationship with them. As far as me and my other sister, you did not. So the relationships are different. So I came to grips with it that it's never gonna be what it was with them.
Mhm.
But for me, it's kind of like it like with just like T said, it doesn't bother him. It don't really bother me, but it becomes bothersome when other people chime in on your feelings and try to tell you how you're supposed to feel or tell you how you're supposed to move with it. That's when it becomes a problem for me. Cause it's like I've been to therapy already. I've already
Right.
discussed this. I've already come to grips with this. I've already come to terms with this. I don't need you to tell me how I'm supposed to feel. You get what I'm saying? Like people would try to tell you how you're supposed to handle stuff and how you're supposed to feel about shit because they don't
I get
agree
it.
with how you handle it. Once
I get it.
I make up my mind and say, I'm done, I'm done. You feel what I'm saying? Like it don't mean that I don't like you. It don't mean that I hate you or something. But for me, it's like I'm not gonna keep coming around a person that makes me uncomfortable or makes me feel inferior or makes me feel inadequate. I don't ever want to be around people that's gonna make me feel that way. So I keep my distance. I keep a healthy distance. And I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Me neither.
Right.
It's just sad that Tamika and Latasha are both in their late 40s
Right.
and they're still going through this. They are. Like for them to be in their late 40s and they still have these type of issues is sad. And the fact that the mama don't see it is even worse.
Right.
Yeah. And just thank y'all for just being open and honest and transparent, because there's so many, especially I feel like in a black community, y'all, so many of us go through it. There's some wounds that I'm still trying to heal because I was always brushed off and always felt like my feelings was not valid. So just thank y'all for just being open and just having this conversation about it because there's a lot of people that goes to the same thing.
Yeah, because like I ain't gonna lie to you, like watching Tamika go through that was a trigger for
It
me.
was it
All
was me too.
all that did was put me back in that place with my elder and the way that I felt with that. It's the same way I felt when I was sitting there watching Bell Collective and So Gucci's daughter had her feelings towards her stepsisters. I felt her in that moment.
Mm.
I felt her because I felt the same way with my siblings when I was growing up. I felt that way. Because for me, like I said before, because I'm open about how I feel about, and I had this conversation with my dad recently. I had this conversation with my father, and my father said, "See, the problem is you're vocal. You gonna say how you feel, regardless of how they feel. You gonna speak your truth. You gonna say what you want to say. You gonna say how you feel. Some people can't handle that." And I said, "Well, and that ain't my problem that they can't handle it either. It's not my problem. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you can't handle it, that's on you. So you just got to learn how to treat people better. You can't prosper in life treating people a certain type of way because they called you out on your shit.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you know, like I told one of my siblings, I said, we got the same father, but we wasn't raised the same. Cause see, you was raised with your mom and you was raised with our dad. I was only raised with my mom. We only got to see our father maybe once or twice a year and see you once or twice a year growing up. So we didn't get a chance to really build a bond until now. Now, me and my siblings are like this. We talk almost every day in the group chat, every day. It took us to be grown to do that. But then there's certain things that they will never understand because they didn't live my life.
I feel the same way, Scotty. Listen, I feel the same. I'm the only one of my mama child cheering. I'm not gonna dox her. I should, but I ain't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only one of my maternal mama's children that she did not rape. Again, I have 7 brothers and sisters. The only ones that I've met was my older brother and my 2 twin siblings, a boy and a girl. I have twin brother and sister. Those was
Mm-hmm.
the only 2 I met. The other ones, I don't even know what they look like. I could walk by them today and would never know who the hell they are. So I listen, at least you have that type of connection where you know who your other siblings are. With me, I ain't got that.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I felt alone a lot with my siblings. Besides my baby brother, that was the only one that I felt understood me. Like, like I said, my baby brother is 11 years my junior. I came out to him when he was 12 years old, and he did not have a reaction. He was like, and I was like, "That's all you got to say?" He said, "I don't care about you being gay." And he was just 12. See when you're ready for a negative reaction, and so when you don't get that reaction, it's surprising. So it's
Right.
just like, so with my siblings, I felt completely offbeat, completely by myself due to that. But now that I've gotten to know and grown a relationship with my other siblings, now I know more. Now I don't feel that way anymore. But growing up, I did because we weren't close because they grew up in Jersey. I grew up, me and my other sister grew up down south. So of course we didn't have a relationship like that. But I felt alone because I didn't have they it's like they didn't understand me. And then B, because I wasn't getting along with the elder and they had this relationship. So it's like it's like for me, I always felt like they didn't understand where I came from. It's like I understood why they were so protective of her because that's that's their everything. Anybody's grandparent will be their everything if you have a close knit relationship with them. But like I said to them, I understand what you're saying. That's your everything. But on my end, that's not my everything.
Right.
And that's not to be disrespectful. You see what I'm saying? It's not being disrespectful when I say that. That's not my everything because I didn't have what you had. So I can't miss something that never was given to me. So
I
that's why I
agree.
can walk away from it and be okay with it.
Right. Well, one thing, see, you say with all respect. Me, I say with all disrespect because I don't know them hoes. So however the fuck they feel is they damn business. I could care less. Like that's really how seriously, That's honestly how I come. However, I relay it to you, bitch. It is what it is, because I ain't got that type of relationship with you,
Mm-hmm.
and that's partly their fault. And I still feel that way. Like Scotty, it don't matter how old you are, you're the grandchild. It's
Yeah.
not your responsibility to seek out that type of situation or that type of relationship. Is
Mm-hmm.
theirs. So where they may look at it as disrespect, because I've been there, I will tell you straight up. Well, friend, I totally understand.
But y'all do,
Friend, I totally get it. And if you're looking for me to judge you, I ain't, because I totally get it.
but y'all do know that y'all are loved by many, right? And we went through so much as far as our childhood, but it's good to know that you have a good circle around you that actually cares. So it's all love.
Yeah, I it's crazy how we came together due to being content creators and became really close friends, and we have some of the same experiences. So it's always good for us to be able to come together and actually be open and honest. And I think that's why people love us so much, because we are open and honest. But getting to the last part of this, Tamika accused Tasha stealing her money, and I believe they stole her money. Um, Tamika was giving me Malay, Janae, Baptiste Brown with their wig. That's the same wig she wore on Meet the Browns.
Shut
That's the
up!
same wig.
I love it though. It fits her so good.
It do. It do, but that's the same wig. Go watch it. It's the same one. Trust me. When she brought that up, now Mama Gloria wanna say, cut the cameras off. Cut the cameras off and get out of my house. Oh, now you want the cameras to be off.
Right. Now what they do to you? The cameras didn't do a damn thing. Why you gotta kick them out for? They didn't do nothing to you. Y'all on reality TV.
You want them cameras off because you didn't want your truth to be told. That's why you want them cameras to be cut out.
Mhm.
I believe every word, just like T said. I believe every word of that shit is true. I believe they stole that lady money. I believe it because when I saw Ocean get up to get her purse and shit and try to and grab her mama and take out the house, I said, "Yep, she know the tea. They took that money. She know the
She
tea.
know what's up.
Yep, she
She know
know."
what's
Yeah.
up.
And the reason why the mama didn't say anything, I said it in my review, and I'm gonna say it again, is because they gave her hush money for you to not say anything.
That's why she got that
Tasha
house.
not dumb. Tasha knows how you feel about her, and Tasha also knows she's the favorite. So she knows that she can manipulate you into any
Mhm.
damn thing that she wants to manipulate you in. I'm sorry, Mama Gloria. I don't know you like that, but I thoroughly believe you were in on it. You was, and
Yeah,
that's terrible.
that's why she
Like,
got that nice house with that
yep,
money.
yep.
You can't tell me nothing different. I swear to God, I believe that's why she got that nice house because of that damn money. That's why she got that nice house. You can't
I was
tell
about
me
to,
nothing.
I was about to throw some shade, but let me not.
Shade
Not
at who?
throw it, JoJo,
Ah,
because even
I was about
when
to say.
no,
I was
for
like, I
real.
thought it was from the. I thought it was from the all the millions of dollars she got from her solo. The solo album deal.
It must be Monopoly money.
I mean, because my
Child.
thing is, what has Latasha done since excuse me, since Escape? At least Tamika, excuse me, at least Tamika could say she's done some stage plays, she's done this, she's done that. But what has Latasha done? I'm waiting to find out.
She did Thug Holiday. She did One
Girl,
Night Stand. She did Bounce With Me. She did R&B Divas. She did, and I believe they was getting paid minimum wage to be on their child. Um,
not minimum
Ooh, not minimum
wage.
wage. Oh, well, that was when Carlos King was just starting off too.
he ain't had nothing to do with R&B Divas. He had something to do with Hollywood Divas.
Yeah, that was
Oh, he didn't
Hollywood
do
Days.
that. Oh, okay. I was just
Mm-hmm. He had nothing to do with R&B Diva, child.
Why she was getting paid minimum wage on
I believe
R&B Days?
they got paid minimum wage on R&B Divas, child.
checking.
Um,
Ooh.
but,
7.25 an hour.
but she only did one season of R&B Divas. So then she tried to do some mixtape called Truth in the Booth, and that never came out. However, she had a song that came out called Bad Timing. Kempire actually interviewed Latasha Scott back then. That's how I already knew before Kempire became like Kempire, like the big Kempire that he is. He did an interview with her. That was back in 2012. That's how I first.
Mm,
That's when I first heard of Kempire. He interviewed her when she first came
damn.
with that song Bad Timing. It's actually a good song. Y'all should go listen to it. It's called Bad Timing.
Okay.
And she had a song called Complicated with Wale, good song, and another song called So Long. It was a part of my heartbreak list when I was getting over that cockeyed download dude I was dating. Um,
I'm dead.
what
I
else?
mean, I want to support Latasha, but I don't like her attitude. I don't really see it for her like that.
Yeah,
I
her
want to
attitude
support
is
her, but
giving her attitude gives me government cheese. It's
I'm
just
dead of
a mess.
them.
Like it give
Ah,
government cheese, child. It's just not good. It's just not good at all.
but
But
did she do got time to redeem herself? This is only the first episode. Y'all
child,
know
she
what's on.
not gonna redeem herself. You can already see that. But we gonna see. We gonna see. But I'm telling y'all, because we at the end now. But what we do know is it's a to be continued. So we gotta wait to see. We gotta wait to see the rest. But what I will say is, I'm telling y'all, y'all gotta watch. Speak on it after we get off of here, because it's a lot of shit that Candy and Mona said. You know, Mona is the producer of that show, so it's a lot that was said on there. So y'all need to go and watch that, because that tells a lot of stuff. Candy said a lot of stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Um, what do y'all rate the episode?
A 10. I thought it was so good. 10.
Yeah, I give it
And
an A. I
you
give it
said
an A. It was
Yeah,
not bad at all.
yeah,
I
I get.
loved it.
Yes, I love it. It's a good show. I think they should bring it back. I don't even know why they didn't bring back Escape Still Kicking It when they had they showed, because that shit was good too. But this right here,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm pissed. Let me say I'm pissed off because the ratings came out and they not that great.
That's because Candy on it. I listen. I love Candy Pants. I love her down, but I'm gonna be honest. A lot of the comments that I got was like, "It's good, even though Candy on it. And I don't fool with Candy, but it's still good." So that right there let me know that's why folk don't fool with Candy.
But then again, it could be the way their ratings are. Like everybody ain't got. I think we got to come to the realization though that the ratings aren't going to be the same unless they include streaming into this, because a lot of people stream. I haven't had cable in like 7 years. I stream everything.
That's
Like
true.
I watch shit on Roku, and then it comes on Peacock the next day. So it's kind of like if they include shit like that in the ratings, I think it'll actually be better than what we think it is, because I think a lot of these networks are now looking into the streaming numbers now than the actual network, because folks ain't got cable.
Okay.
Hmm.
Got you.
They ain't got no cable, but they
Anyway,
also
shall
didn't
we?
promote it that much either as they should have. But we'll see. I don't give a fuck about the ratings. The show good.
Y'all want to know a fun fact?
What?
My ass hurts. Scotty, you know these stools I got up in this baby.
Mine hurt too. That's why I'm finna end it.
Well,
But
I know why Scotty hurts. I know it
see,
ain't
you
the
see what I'm
same for
saying? You
anyone.
see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm
I know
saying?
why Scotty hurts.
That be the BS. But first off, before we go, how did y'all enjoy our first roast review show in about 3 months? How did y'all
First
enjoy
of all,
this?
this is the most longest roasting review we ever had.
But it was good. I'm gonna go back and watch it. It was good.
And I think the peak was like 440 people up in here.
Yes, we got like 440 people all together. Like that's very promising. Very promising. Very promising. So that goes to show us that they're going to be tuned in every Tuesday night. Okay,
Yes,
period.
and
Everybody saying
Tuesdays
they
is
loved it.
perfect because I can, Tuesdays is great because
Yes.
Wednesdays, child got Bible study and yeah,
Not you going to church.
going to church.
But next week this would be on T's page, and then the week after that it would be on Josiah's page. So y'all know we're gonna be a real rotating it amongst us. It's gonna be every Tuesday, 8:15. It's gonna be either 8:15 or 8:30 Eastern. Child, it's gonna be between the two, honey.
This is
But
good. Y'all,
this
it's
was
gonna get
very
better and
good.
better.
We enjoyed it. Like I said, we haven't enjoyed no roast review in a mighty long time. We
In a
ain't
long
gonna bring up that other show, but yes, we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. Any final words, JoJo and T? Any final words?
No, just stay tuned, y'all. We're gonna have some fun up here. And no, I really want to interview. I'm manifesting an interview with someone on this cast. I would love to interview somebody because that would be amazing. If we can interview Tamika, SWV, like I would love to interview them. Have them up on
What
here.
Candy
Even
Bad?
Candy, Tiny, but I don't know if Tiny will come up here. You said what?
Honey, you and your Picasso Fest better come up here, girl, because I got questions for you and your
Now,
Picasso face.
if she saw this and you saw Drag King, she said, I can see her now.
I ain't coming up there.
Who that boy? Who them boys is? Who them boys?
I ain't coming up there unless they give you the real tea, boy. I ain't up there.
I ain't giving me. I ain't going up there.
Well, listen, Tamika, I ain't got no problem with you. It's Clifford I got an issue with. You always been cool with me.
Not Clifford.
I don't. So, so
That's her man.
you
Her man. She gonna ride for her man. See.
well, Tamika, that's your problem because I live for you, sis. But I really want the sisters up here. I want Tamika and Latasha in my courtroom right now. I need them in my chambers. I really want to have a heart to heart with them.
Yes.
Yes, and if Candy or any of her team watching, y'all, can y'all please just have Candy up here for 15 minutes, please? We'll make it quick. Well, not 30 minutes.
Right.
Not just
I would
15.
love for Candy to come up here long enough for me to ask her who dick was better. Was it Jermaine Dupri's or was it her daddy? Because I
Oh no!
believe
So
every
y'all,
word
this is the
of what
end of
Tamika
the
said.
show. We thank you guys for watching all 2 hours. We have 440 people all together. Thank you guys for watching. And next Tuesday, we will be right over on Give You the Real Teas platform. He will treat you right, and we'll be over there next week. And the following week, we'll be on Josiah's World TV platform. That being said, you guys, we are out of here. You guys have a good night. And we're out of here. Deuces. Bye.